Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes! Mamba Day. Make
Rest in
some
peace
fucking noise in here, man.
to the Kobe Bryant, man.
I know I didn't just break your mic.
Y'all ain't
Nuh-uh.
y'all ain't hype enough for me, man. It's Kobe Day, 8/24. Not 24, 24.
24
24.
on 4 now.
I ain't say that, but
Damn.
but 8/24.
It's too early for that day.
8/24. 8/24.
Hey, yeah, rest in peace to the Mamba, man. Be sure to leave a like on the episode, subscribe to the channel. We want to say we appreciate all the support we've been getting in the offseason. Like, we seeing our numbers go up, and this is the dead part. So, shout out to y'all for continuing to click the episode or listen to it. It's just all love around
Are
here.
we surprised, though? Because the pandemic, the season was suspended, and we still were
I am
putting on the show.
still
I
very.
will never get over that.
I think because we
Surprised.
come up here and actually just still somehow just talk about
You
basketball.
glistening today. I ain't even
He
peed.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is.
Golly.
But Mike got that shit on now.
He hit.
I'm loving that cream.
We going to go down the line. Don't worry.
I'm loving that cream look he got on.
You went to
Cream
Delilah with all
City.
of your ice.
I did.
The last time I seen you wear that ice, we was somewhere nice.
We was somewhere nice.
You see what happened when you continue to click the episode during the offseason? Darrick gets a new piece of jewelry every time, man. Those numbers go up. Those numbers go up. I actually saw you this morning. It turned into Starbucks on the way to the
Oh, you
episode.
did?
Yeah.
You could see. That's why
you can't miss it.
That's,
you can't miss Darrick.
That's why you have to.
I had to go to the one by you because the one by me was sold out of sausage and cheddars.
He said, I'm going to get this.
He said, I'm going to another location.
They like 2 minutes apart, too.
I know. It's so
So
crazy
close,
how
yeah.
in our area, Starbucks are like literally just
Everywhere.
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 Like McDonald's.
Suburbia, baby.
Yeah.
Mike got on the Lakers baseball jersey.
I love it. I
My
love
girlfriend got me this.
Okay.
That's
I
crazy.
meant
Is it
to-
Mitchell and Ness? It looked like a Mitchell and Ness
No,
piece. Oh, okay.
no. I think she said she got this from Target.
Shout out
Target
to
got-
Target. I didn't know
Target
Target
got-
I
was
don't.
cool like
I
that.
think she said she got it from Target, but it also didn't really make sense. But I don't know where she would go for
Yeah, because I
this.
feel like Target would have like,
A Bulls or something like that, or like
or
a white.
not a team. It would be like Target with the Laker colors. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
I guess maybe Target cut that check.
that boy got the crazy eights on. Rest in peace to Mom. I didn't even know you knew anything about the crazy eight.
You know, I know some game. I know a little bit of game.
I see. One of my favorite Bulls playoffs is when Derrick Rose was wearing the red, black, and white crazy eights in the playoffs. That was shoe game magnificent.
Gotta bring them back.
Do those shoes feel like shoes you would hoop in?
No, they too bulky.
But they modernize a lot of the sneakers now to make them modern wear.
Big as hell.
True.
They like the Jordan 1 now is not the same Jordan 1 in '84 when they dropped. They've changed it so it could be a lifestyle shoe more than anything.
Yeah, when I did see that's true. When I did see Jordan debut that he was playing in, I was like, I would never play in those, but maybe they did feel completely different when he had them.
They also knew nothing about the science of what a sneaker should be. I mean, they was hooping in Chuck Taylors and stuff.
That's true.
Low top Converse, shell toes.
I seen somebody who been in Vans.
Who?
I'm just
Oh,
Hooping in low top Converse sounds so
I hooped in
counterproductive.
low top Converse, like not in the city, but just like at a park one time, and that did not last long.
It just seemed like you just one little ankle tweak.
I
It
just
seemed
had
like
to
the ankle
see what
tweak
it was
is so
like. It's
close.
just like
no
playing in
support,
socks.
no
Yeah.
grip. Even basically hooping out there in socks.
yeah.
Those are skateboarding shoes.
That's why there's an artist who years ago said they never supported me like Chuck T's, and I never trusted saying trust me.
Oh, okay.
Who said that?
That sound like Jay-Z.
Nah.
Nas.
Nah. I hit the Delilah
Little
with
bit
all
more-
of my ice.
Oh, that's Drake?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's pre-thank me later, Drake. That's the
Okay.
winner. You don't know about the winner.
No, I don't.
Nah, yeah, that's a different type of time. Mike, what's up with that mic? To drop the mic. I was mic to drop.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like it don't really matter, at least to me, because I never play like my play online or anything like that. But the
we
leagues
play
will
the
be popping.
Yeah.
Drop the mic is what's the biggest overreaction to the 2K ratings that drop?
For me, it was that there was 2090 overalls. That's kind of high from at least what I'm
Is
accustomed
there
to.
20?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
That's
they
a
got.
lot.
Go ahead.
That's just a lot. I just felt like usually guys progress throughout the season, like they earn a 90, but now they just giving them out.
So if you look at the 20 guys, is there anybody that you could say isn't a 90.
I wouldn't say not deserving, but when I seen Vic had a 91,
Yeah.
that surprised the hell out of
It
me.
was surprising to me.
That's not surprising at
That's
all.
not surprising at all to me either.
That dude is amazing at basketball.
Because what did he come in last year as a
He
rookie?
was like an 85.
I think he was at 84, 85.
Yeah.
And then he ended up
He was at
being
84 because he
the
moved up
most
7 spots.
impactful defensive player in
But I
basketball.
mean, when you look at the 20, Ja's a 90 on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to go back up. Halliburton is a 90. Vic, Kawhi, Kyrie, Jay Brown, Donovan, Brunson,
Yeah.
Booker. Like,
And after that, you know they deserve it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
like
guess
Jokic
the
and
talent
type
pool at
stuff.
this point is just so damn deep that I guess it does kind of make sense. But it was surprising to see 20.
Well, it's always going to fluctuate. That's why it's different now than it was like 15 years ago. Like, these are not going to be the final ratings. They're just the launch ratings. After a month, everybody going to change, and some of those dudes
Someone
won't be
regress.
90s, and some other dudes might go up. So, like,
I was just going to say, yeah, if somebody go down, it's just going to be 3 other guys going to go up. Paolo is 89.
See, now I think Paulo's one is going to significantly increase by the end of the season.
I do too. Significantly? What do you mean by significant?
Like if he's an 89, I could see him jumping to a 93.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. I can also see Paolo kind of capping out at 91 this year.
91?
Because they going 2K, that's what I noticed about I don't have no overreaction because like you said, it ain't really that big of a deal. We get in the game. We going right into our my careers. But 2K is so historically late to like the party on players. So like Scotty Barnes is at 85. There's no way in hell he should be below a Darrick White. I think we've seen historically when we've done our leagues, guys who are not in the NBA anymore still have 12 badges. Like my
That's what I'm
Harrell
looking
is
forward
just sitting
to.
in
And I heard you
free
reading
agency.
off some of the badges or whatever the more deeper stats. I didn't look at all of them together, but
That's what I meant to tell you when you walked in. Darrick White, what would you guess his ball handle is?
you said it was 86.
Oh, you was there for.
Oh.
What do you think he has ankle breaker?
He better not.
He not only has ankle breaker, Mike, it's gold.
well, that's last year though, because ankle break is not a thing this year.
Well, okay, I hope not.
It's called ankle assassin this year.
But he had when you
Well,
go to his
He has ankle
player,
assassin goal.
he has 12 badges. But you are absolutely right. It is ankle assassin, and one of the
Wow.
12 badges is ankle breaker
know what?
gold.
And Darrick
That's-
White not even in that mold.
That's
he just saw something
excessive.
like that.
But if they have it to where more like players just have badges in general, I'll be happy.
For
Like
real?
I'm tired of seeing the 80 overall. It'll be like an 80 overall player, no badge.
What if
Like,
the
he don't
badges don't make
specialize in
sense, though?
nothing.
Harrison Barnes said I agree with Mike because I feel like no player in the NBA should not have a badge.
Yeah. No.
Harrison Barnes had 0 badges
He
last
did.
year.
I
That's
wonder
like
did they give him any this year?
No.
I
doubt it.
don't think they're late to the party. I think they're lazy as shit. Just because like they'll drop an overall but not drop the badge, so they're increasing overall, not increase the badge. It's like
But the badges are like the most important thing.
that's way more important than the actual statistic, like the attributes.
I just say late to the party because Bradley Beal is at 85.
I looked at that. And there was a couple players that was better than him, and he was better than a couple players, and I was just like, I don't know if that
Why is
makes too
85
much
seem like
sense.
the right range for him though?
I'm not mad at 85
Off
for
the
Bradley
season
Beal.
he just had, I would say he was probably more like a 82-ish, 83-ish. Because if he's at 80, if he's at 85,
Well, yeah.
and then they got
Scotty
two
Barnes,
90s,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking out the Suns.
They got him better than James Harden, and this is only by one. But like James Harden, C.J. McCollum, Jared Allen, Jalen Green, Aaron Gordon.
They got him better than Desmond Bain. That's all you got to say.
Yeah, and he's 2 overalls lower.
Zach LaVine's at 83. So yeah, I mean, it's 2K. I'm excited for the game regardless. I know it's polarizing.
I'm just excited to
People
make
hate
content.
Wait,
I
Zach
love it.
LaVine was the only bull up there?
It should be.
Kobe White's like an 81.
So they got an 83 as their highest overall?
That ain't bad.
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
you, he trying to.
Yeah,
throw a shot at
I know.
when you look at the roster,
And somehow we both gonna miss the playoffs, so it don't matter.
Yeah,
Y'all got
okay.
the greatest of all time. We still gonna be watching from the crib.
I got a couple things that I brought to the show today because it is Kobe Day. We're gonna have a draft. Won't include me. It's gonna be just y'all. Y'all are gonna do a draft, drafting Kobe's greatest teammates. And I do want to say, every teammate you draft of his will be in their best form. So if you draft Steve Nash, it won't be Steve Nash with a bad back with the Lakers. It'll be
Say less.
the MVP Steve Nash. How do y'all want to figure? Oh, we could play trivia to figure out the order of
Yeah, let's
the
do
draft.
that.
I got a Kobe Bryant trivia up here as well. We will start with Mike and we'll go around. Then we'll start back with you the second round and go back around. Y'all know how we do it. So, Mike, what overall pick was Kobe Bryant? A, 12.
Oh, you get it. It's multiple choice?
B,
Because you
10th.
know he didn't know.
C, 13th.
13.
Correct.
Did you know that? Or did
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Some of these are multiple choice. Some of these are not.
Okay.
KB, how many times did Kobe lead the league in scoring?
Cops. What the
A,
fuck? What
He
number
get you
pick was
back for that prank.
A, 3, B, 2, C, 1. I didn't even know he was going to get this question.
A.
A, 3?
Sure.
Wrong. It was 2.
Okay.
Derrick,
I knew he was drafted 13th.
name every team Kobe has won a championship against.
Against?
Yeah.
Oh, you remember when he said that he won one against the Spurs? Y'all remember
Yeah.
that during the Zoom
Two
era?
Western Conference teams.
Celtics?
Correct.
First and foremost, how many rings does he have?
The White.
He beat
Well, I
the
mean,
White.
basically, yes.
It went from Celtics to the White.
That's how dominant he was.
The 76ers.
Mm-hmm. 2001.
Oh.
You almost there. Come on. You got it. Also should be a
The
time table.
Pistons. They lost to the Pistons. I thought they
Yeah,
played.
that
I
was-
thought they
lost to
played
the
them twice.
Pistons.
They lost to the
They lost to
Pistons.
the
Yeah.
Pistons.
They did beat the Nets.
And the Pacers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pacers won. That's such a weird team to make the final. Shout out to old Ricky Miller.
And Rick Schmitz.
Back to you, Derrick. How many points did Kobe score in his last game? A, 65, B, 60, C, 61.
It was 60.
Correct.
That shouldn't have been multiple choice.
Oh my goodness.
I knew it was 60.
Name a Kobe nickname besides Mamba.
Name a Kobe nickname. Froby.
I'll give it to him. I tried to get. I skipped some to try to get you on the board now. Cause all right, Mike, these gonna get a little tough now. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What's Kobe's career high field goal attempts in a single game?
A lot.
A, 39, B, 53, C, 50.
I'm going 53.
Wrong. It was 50.
Taking
Was it the
50
game when?
shots
Was
in
it
a
the game where he
game.
scored 80? 81?
No, because he got lied at the free throw line.
No,
that
it
game.
was the last game.
It was the last game.
I think.
Yeah.
It's back on you, Mike. Career high threes made in a game for Kobe. We get into the end of this, so these count now.
10?
I was gonna give you multiple choice.
Well, I appreciate you just
yeah,
guessing. That's cool too.
It's all right.
No, not 10. Do y'all want to steal?
You said made?
Yes, career high made in a single game.
8.
7.
Both are wrong. 12. Remember
Damn.
Klay Thompson broke his record?
No.
He had
I
the
didn't
record
know- I
for a
didn't know
long
Kobe
time.
had it.
I didn't know Kobe had a game where he hit 12 threes.
I thought it was Daniel Marshall.
Career Kobe broke his record.
Oh, okay.
Career high points in a playoff game.
58.
No.
55.
No.
60.
No. 50. Career high assists in the game, D Mills.
15.
That's crazy, KB. I'm going to go 14.
You said what?
15.
And you said
14.
No.
I feel like it would be tough to have a hard 17.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
I knew it had to be high. I
Educational guess right there.
Last one. Kobe is tied for the most All-Star Game MVPs with 4. Who is he tied with?
With
Dang.
4 people?
Oh, no,
You
with
said-
4. He won it 4
total. I'm like
times.
4 people. Okay.
I could throw up. Never mind. It's on you, Mike.
No, it's not
four-
Jason Tatum. He's only got 1.
4 All-Star MVPs.
He got it tied.
Got it tied.
Is this player current?
Hell no.
Mm-mm. Can't be.
It's a my team guy.
A my team guy?
Yes.
Mm.
My team glazes him. Maybe rightfully so. He's so ahead of our time. I always love him. Always got a nice jump shot. Reliable guy.
Reliable. Make me feel like he one of the winning players type.
He is. He's not the winning player, but he's one of those types. He's cut from that cloth in my team.
But he also did it in real life though.
At least in the All-Star game.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, but he's so ahead of our time that I can't really speak to it.
I had a player in mind, but I don't think it's him.
This dude probably played and it was black and white on the TV.
Jerry West?
No. KB?
I got nothing.
Elgin Baylor.
Nah. But guess again, Mike.
Did we learn anything though? Like, what is a draft order? After that?
You up.
Oh, say less.
It was black and white. Will Chamberlain.
Bob Pettit.
Oh, shout out to the greatest Hawk of all time.
Bob
Oh,
Pettit.
he did
bro.
say smooth jump shot.
Bob Pettit.
All right, the first overall pick, I'm going to take Shaq. Thanks.
Boom. He got Shaq.
I'll take Dwight Howard. What are we building here? Just like a five?
No, you're building a team.
Like a whole
every,
team?
Every a lineup.
Five.
Lineup.
Okay, that's what I
every
was-
time I do a team.
No, he was talking about how many people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know Darrick like to be 3 centers and
Pau Gasol.
okay.
Now it's back on you.
At least talk through it.
Right.
We
Okay.
are podcasting.
And it's Kobe is not part of the team, right? So we're
I
giving the
have
whole
his
5.
teammates.
Okay.
Because I think KB would have probably took Kobe.
No, I was saying like Kobe's not our.
He's the
everybody's
definite shooting guard is what he's
For
Oh,
saying.
no,
everybody.
no.
I'm gonna go
How-
with.
What are you looking for? What type of team are you building with Pau Gasol? Is he your power forward? Is he your center? What version of him are y'all getting? KB, what version of Shaq? What version of Dwight
I'm taking
Howard?
the center version. Well, he's gonna probably have to
Obviously,
play
you're
center.
getting the Magic first.
Yeah.
Um,
He'd get in Chicago Bulls version.
damn, it's tough.
As a Laker fan, you're showing me you don't remember a lot of Kobe teammates.
No, because I always want to pick the best player
Well,
instead of.
you remember we did the win share thing and he gets Derek
Oh,
Fisher
Derek
second.
Fisher.
So
That's your boy. He on the board.
he's on the board.
I don't want Derek Fisher though.
Get somebody. Golly.
For
He
real.
said they get him in prime. I'm taking prime Steve Nash.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. It's a good pick.
Now at the one,
Wait.
is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the one, I'm gonna do Gary Payton.
Okay.
I'll take Carmelo.
Yeah.
And I'll also take
That's a nice front court.
you
That was actually a front court. An old front court, though.
took Nash, you took GP. Ooh, it's kind of a steep fall off after that.
So you know what you should do.
I might have to go get Oh wait, no. There's some people here. There's some people here that I can go after. Like I can go get D'Angelo Russell.
Take him.
He is a one-timer.
Yeah, he is.
Who am I forgetting? Oh, give me Ron Artest.
Come on now. Come on.
He's
now.
also a one-timer, but he got the DPOY too.
I'm glad you went that route, KB, because now that they got the guards, that could be your last
that's
pick.
gonna be the last pick for sure.
That's on you.
No.
Oh, it's on me? Oh,
Ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
fine.
during his little stint, was when Brook Lopez played with the Lakers, was Kobe there?
No.
Okay.
Boy, it was long gone.
Okay.
Think
I didn't
that-
remember how recent it was.
Yeah, I think that's like the year right before
Year
LeBron
before
came.
Bron. I remember
Oh.
when they let him walk and people were pissed. You just gonna
Uh,
let a guy like that walk to the next team? And then he was great after that.
I'll take Lamar Odom.
It's a good pick, D-Mills. So
Mm-hmm.
far you got the
Gary
glove,
Payton.
Lamar, and
Dwight.
Dwight. Okay.
Not bad.
They're building something nice over there, Mike. Come on now. You got something nice too, but your third pick got to hit.
I don't know if this player necessarily fits, but he is all NBA. All NBA. Let me get
You finna
all
take
NBA
Julius
Julius Randle. And
Okay.
also, I don't think I got much defense, so give me Ron Harper too.
Okay.
I was hoping he fell to the end.
Steve
of this
Nash finna had Julius looking like a Mari.
It's on you, right, KB?
No,
No,
it's
so
on you.
Bro, you don't know what the picks is.
The 3. The 2 is so damn hard. Kobe played heavy. He was the 2.
So you got to get creative.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a list of names. It's gonna be a lot of guys. It's gonna be like,
What you
"Damn,
doing on that phone?
Put my team down now, or my team down.
He always doing something.
He always pick up that phone when it's right after his pick.
The 3, I'll take Trevor Ariza.
Okay.
You gonna be cool. You gonna be mad at yourself, but cool.
I'm struggling to think of other guards. Like I don't want to do like a Devin George type. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
I was hoping that Ron Harper y'all forgot about so he could be one of my guards. I'm trying to think early in Kobe's career, there had to be some guards up there. I'm going to take Nick the Quick.
Yes.
That's just got to talk yourself through it. Give me
That's
Nick,
one of the
Nick Van
guys,
Exel.
and I'm like, I can't wait to see if they're going to leave him.
And then the other guard.
Who was Nick the Quick?
I don't know.
Oh.
The other guard.
Who was Nick the Quick?
I said Nick Van Exel.
Oh.
You know who that is?
No.
Okay.
I know. I have heard the name before.
Some homework.
I'm struggling.
I'm for real.
I know it is.
Some homework.
Come on. I need a 2 guard.
You would like
You need it. Yeah.
But also
I
don't
have a
want
2 guard in mind, but it's just gonna be a fun pick.
Oh, shit. After Trevor Reeves, I don't think you got no more fun picks.
For the sake of not spending all the time in the world.
So what is your current team? Ron Harper, Shaq, Karl Malone.
No. I got
Oh, you got Ron Harper.
I got Shaq, Karl Malone,
Nick
Ron
Van
Artest, Nick Van Exel. So I'm looking for a 2-man.
It's hard when your dominant 2 guard is one of the best all time.
Eddie Jones.
My guy. My guy. There you go. That's why you talk yourself through it.
The timeline is always messed up in my head, but I'm yeah.
That was Kobe Vet.
My two, I'm gonna take Sasha Vujacic.
Thank you for tanking the draft.
Yeah, you officially remove yourself out of it.
I still need a 3. Again, I'm playing out of position. Give me Antoine Jameson.
Good pick.
It's not a bad
That's
pick.
a good pick.
Not a
Is,
bad
Is that your last
I
pick?
forgot
Yeah,
about
my
Swan.
3.
Oh,
being
y'all
up there.
got 5. What's y'all team again? What's your team?
I got Steve Nash at the 1, Ron Harper at the 2, Antoine Jameson at the 3, and then you got Julius Randle and Pau Gasol.
I got Gary Payton at the 1, Dwight at the 5, Sasha at the 2, Trevor
Why did
Reeves
you
at the
go
3,
in that order?
and then at the 4.
Yeah, go point guard.
I
to
got
center.
Lamar Odom.
Go point guard to center. Like you
One
know
to
basketball.
center to two. The
I
four
wanted to start with the big names first.
No,
So
just go.
Gary Payton, Vujacic, Trevor Reeves, Lamar Odom, Dwight Howard.
That the point guard and center was decent. Then it went to like role play.
Yeah, your team. What's your team?
Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, Ron Artest, Karl Malone.
Yeah, KB watched
Shaq.
y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Some names that y'all left off the list. The first name is not the biggest, but it's the most surprising. I'm surprised Mike didn't get Andrew Bynum. Kobe played with Mitch Richmond. Kobe played with Glenn Rice, Byron Scott, Lou Will,
Mitch Richmond would have been a good 2.
Let's see what.
Carlos
That's
Boozer,
crazy.
Jeremy Lamb, Roy Hibbert,
You know,
Horace
You wanted
Grant.
Boozer?
I
I
thought
thought
Boozer-
about Jeremy Lamb too.
When I thought about Brook Lopez, I also thought about Boozer, but I was like, Boozer probably wasn't there.
you know, he was there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I thought about Jeremy Lin. You said the best version. If we get
Yeah.
that 2-week stretch,
What?
whoo.
And then I just saw that video of Kobe talking shit to Jeremy.
Oh, I
Lin at
did.
practice.
It's been a lot of Jeremy Lin Kobe content that's been coming out over the last couple of days because he did a podcast, or maybe it was an old podcast that just resurfaced because
Oh.
What did he say in his podcast? It better not have been no disrespect.
He said,
'Cause we-
Jeff Teague told a story about Kobe talking to Jeremy Lin.
Oh, okay.
I
I remember when Jeremy Lamb, Jeremy Lin, I said Lamb, waved off Kobe.
Yes, he did. Hit the shot.
And that's why he seen the thing with Nick Young. They was asking Nick Young, like, was he calling you Sharman Shoff? And he was like, no, he must have been talking to them other guys. He wasn't talking to me.
I feel like playing with Kobe takes a certain mindset. Like, hearing him talk to Jeremy Lin like that made me think he's probably talking to everybody like that. And like, you got to be cut from a certain cloth to be able to take that.
Are you cut from the cloth to be able to take that?
I'll probably just take it. I probably
Huh?
would. There wouldn't be.
No, he's not.
I would probably.
Absolutely.
Because it's not even just the work. Kobe wanted you to have his work ethic, and everybody can't do that. The reason why Dwight, Shaq and Kobe didn't win 100 rings is because he was pissed off at Shaquille O'Neal for coming into the season out of shape, not practicing as hard. The reality is not many people in the world cared about their craft more than Kobe Bryant. He expected that of people. And you don't care about your craft as much as Kobe cared about his.
Yeah, but I think when you're talking about being in the NBA, I probably would have been able to take it. I probably wouldn't dish it out to him.
You would not have been able to take it.
Yeah.
We've
It
literally
would have been
sat
a
on this.
fist fight on that.
We've literally sat on his couch, or on his podcast, and said, "You are the 2K expression of pat my back," and Kobe wasn't gonna pat your back.
I think I could take both types of criticism.
We've seen you at the gym when we on teams and we get on your ass and you fold.
But that's
Like-
at the gym. That's not in a competitive setting.
That's exactly what a competitive setting is.
That's the most competitive we're gonna have. We're never gonna be in college and hooping or in the NBA.
That's super competitive. That's why we got on your ass.
Because I feel like I've taken it in like certain instances where like I'm playing real basketball from coaches. Coaches have told me I'm being soft as fuck, and I need to like I've taken that type of stuff before. Like it's not.
I mean, like I agree with KB. The most competitive we're gonna get at this age and this point of our life was those gym runs.
Oh,
that's why everybody in there is competing except you, and we're looking at you like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's because
if it wasn't competitive, we wouldn't care enough to
get on your ass. Two teams ready to go on the sideline and they ready to go once somebody loses. That make me want to stay on and win the game.
We had a run where we had somebody pull out a phone for replay footage.
That was actually
and you're
crazy.
telling us it's not competitive?
That is actually insane.
That was insane.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Was we in that game or we was just on the sideline, right?
On the sideline.
Thank goodness.
They still do that to this day. Best believe it, too.
Oh, you still be going?
Though.
No, but I know they do.
Oh.
Last time I went, they had it.
A big jump in like gym influencers, and I mean like literal like gym working out, but also like basketball influencers, like going to the YMCA.
Yeah, I be seeing people live stream out there hooping.
Yeah,
like
I just commented on Kofi stuff because he was saying like when he go, you can't just go and get a run. Everybody's trying to like film, and you know what I mean. It's just like, bro.
And I can't be mad at it because that's my job too, but not in that setting.
Yeah.
But like content is content, so like
I seen somebody creating content at the grocery store yesterday, and it was a dude that like I probably wouldn't. He's like had to be like 50, 60 years old, and he had like his little selfie stick, and he was doing his thing,
that's
and like
so cool,
I was trying to pay attention, but I wasn't trying to be all in his business, and I was just like, wow, like I didn't expect him to be doing that type of shit.
Yeah, I don't have the confidence to do that. Like if I'm gonna do something in public, I have to be with y'all. Like we play golf. If y'all weren't there, I wasn't gonna do a golf live stream. It's just a little bit too much for me. But when I see you do your food reviews and be okay with filming in public and in restaurants and stuff, I'm like, that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah,
because you got to think about you know, people gonna think, and sure that don't matter, but it's hard for me to not think about that mattering. You know,
I do sometimes. It's such a hard thing to do. You just kind of got to have an effort mentality.
Yeah, because 90% of the time you're not ever gonna see those people again.
Yeah,
and I think it's hard for me to internalize that.
I think live stream would be a little different. I think it would be hard to have a camera and like talking to a live audience. And like, I feel like some people would look at it like, who is he talking to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I just feel like a stream is such a controlled like place. Once you kind of step out and you're out in the world, you kind of lose a little bit of that control. Just like anything can really happen without your. You know.
Yeah, I think that's the excitement of live streaming in our area.
I agree.
Because like you just don't know what's gonna happen.
That's a huge downside for me though. I love to be in control with my content, and that's the one place you can't. Somebody walk up on you and just say something to like you can't predict anything.
If somebody's walk up to you and say some crazy stuff, that's not your fault.
That's content.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
just them.
but again, it's not something I ever want to deal with. Like we were playing golf, those dudes walked up because they were fans, and that was really cool. But that interaction is gone different from other streamers. You know, like well, I don't want to bring up no names or nothing, but stuff be happening in live streams all the time, and there's nothing you can really do about it other than put the camera down or hit mute when things are being said. People driving by saying slurs because they see you stream, like, you know, stuff like that you can't really control.
The price you pay.
It's Twitch. Don't play.
Oh, Twitch will do something to you? I
You might get a suspension from it.
Oh wow. Didn't Speed get temporarily banned from like YouTube?
He did.
That's happened like every 6 months, I feel like.
Yeah.
I agree.
It happens every couple months.
I agree. People just be in the way too much. That's the problem. I don't really care what nobody thinking of me if I have a camera, but it's just like people be wanting to be in shit. It's just like, bro, I'm trying to record my video.
That happened to us during the live show
Vegas.
when we were doing the fit check and those two women
and those
walked
girls
up.
wanted to do their fit check.
Prime type of shit. That's the prime stuff I'm talking about. It's like, I don't care that people looking at us doing our fit check on video, but now it's like, get out the way because y'all don't even have shit on.
They didn't.
Y'all just in the way.
They was actually low-key looking bogus.
Like, seriously.
I don't remember.
Like,
they was low-key
he would just
looking
be in the way.
bogus.
So, yeah, those be the main things. But, yeah, I feel the same way with the vlogs, though. I do think, like, I do be watching you do it like, man, that got some courage because I don't like to – I couldn't imagine eating with the camera in my face because when I'm eating, I'm trying to tear a hole in whatever I get. I'm trying to tear it up.
I would never put random people in the vlog though. Like I would never go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, You think this restaurant, like, I'll never do that part. Like, I haven't gotten that type of confidence to be able to do that. I do see creators do it, but, like, it's not, I don't think that's my type of thing.
How do y'all feel about the time we in, kind of bringing it back to basketball? Are y'all a fan of, like, how much basketball content do y'all watch outside of basketball? Meaning, like, do y'all have a bunch of player-led podcasts that y'all just sit around and watch all the time?
No. I actually don't watch basketball podcasts really at all.
I do. I listen to a few shows. Zach Lowe's probably the #1 show, but he's in his hiatus while he's in Croatia.
No. I mean, like, Jeff Teague, Paul George.
No, it's just more clips. I'll see a clip on
I was
socials.
gonna say more clips. I think every once in a while, if it's like I find a really good clip, I'll tune in for an episode, or if I'm just looking for something to do. But it's like I kind of not stay away from it, but like we always talk basketball. I feel like it's so centered around it. I don't run to it when I can.
Now I do watch a lot of basketball content, especially this offseason. Like one of my goals for this year is to be more in tune with the X's and O's of actual basketball. So I'm learning a bunch. Like I got a bunch of I don't want to give free promo, but I paid for like this X's and O's playbook walkthrough type thing.
Okay.
Which is not just showing you plays, but it's teaching you all the terminology and stuff. And then I'm translating that by watching footage of basketball and be like, can I recognize this action and stuff like that? So once the season does start, I can tell you, oh, they're running pistol Knicks right here. That's what Kenny Atkinson ran a lot when he was with the Brooklyn Nets and stuff like that. That's where I want to be next.
Can you talk like that?
I was never.
I don't know if I'm gonna bring it here because like what value does that have? If I say on this play they ran pistol Knicks and then it was Darius Garland off the cut, like what does that bring to this podcast? But just in general.
I mean, I can't really speak much for like D-Mills and P, but I just always knew like the basics, like a stagger or whatever. Like all the other things where it's more like a little specialized, where it's like the Knicks, whatever. Like I felt like it's all part of the same basic thing. It's just got that little flavor to it, whatever. But as long as you know the basics, you already got like the most of it.
To be honest with you, I learned all of my shit from my little brother because he still plays. So like, whenever I'm talking to my dad or whatever, he'd tell me what they was doing or what they working on or some new shit. Like I remember when like the Spain pick and roll was getting super popularized. It just come from being still caught up in that, or like when the guards start doing the same foot, same hand layups and shit. Like I remember when that was first coming around. So a lot of that shit is come from. But you are right. A lot of teams are doing the same shit because it's a copycat league. They just have a different name. So one team is gonna call their shit Fire, and Darrick team is gonna call it Fly Right. But like KB said, essentially it will be a fucking stagger. They'll just have another name, and the Warriors may put a twist on it because they have Steph and Clay versus a team that like the Grizzlies who only have Kennard as like a sharpshooter. But you know, it all does come from the same world of things. But that's why coaching is genius.
My favorite play is when it's executed like that, where it's like a down screening, and usually like people like we talked about people just making that bot read where they just pass it to the shooter every time off the little curl or whatever. I love when they had a little slip and it's an easy layup because they're trying to chase the shooter.
Yeah,
I think that's just like perfect execution.
That's the thing about like going to the gym and playing with people and like a random pickup. The most refreshing feeling is playing with other people that come from basketball and have a basketball mind, because there's times where you're at the gym and you have to tell somebody. You're expecting to slip because you're used to playing with people who've played basketball, and it's like if they don't slip and you got to tell them, it kind of can mess up the whole thing, because it's like, damn, I had to tell you to slip, and now that I'm telling you, everybody else hears me, obviously, versus playing with somebody who just know to slip. When you get that player that you playing with and they know to slip or they know a certain thing without you having to tell them, that'd be so refreshing. Like, well,
it's like immediate chemistry.
I shouldn't have to tell you not to stand by the hole and space it out. But that's why continuity is like one of the best things for teams, because, I mean, obviously everybody got a basketball mind when you get to the NBA level, but just playing with each other and knowing like that's his spot, he knows, you know, what to do once he gets there. I think that's just like a benefit that you have over the teams that's coming in together like over one season, or they just got together at the trade deadline. It's like that. You have to work on those type of things.
And also when you play in the NBA, you got to have counters, because like eventually teams are going to learn your plays and they're going to know what's coming. So, like, you got to be able to naturally just play off of that, too, and not be a robot and just go through the motion.
That's why coaching is so important.
I've been seeing a couple of those videos lately where they talk about counters. I think I've seen one with like Kyrie Irving. Obviously, Kyrie, he's like
Nobody
king of
better with counters. Yeah.
I want to say there was one with Darius Garland too, where it's just like a lot of counter moves. It just gets you space, and it's just simple basketball at that time.
No, yeah, I asked that question because it's like I love and enjoy the time we in when we get to see what players are doing or sometimes thinking and hear different stories. But there do be times I'm like, bro, this is too much. Like every time somebody has a mic in front of their face, something crazy is being said. Like something.
I feel like I know exactly what clip you're referring to.
Which one? Because there's so many. And I got like screenshots of my phone or just quotes.
One of the quotes I saw, and forgive me, I don't remember who said it. Someone said that Giannis was the 4th best player in the East. That was KG. Love me some KG. Said that Giannis was the 4th best player in the Eastern Conference. He's talking at his ass. And then I saw another one.
Who was the 3? Yeah.
I have no idea. I just saw that he said that he was 4. I don't care who he think the other 3 is.
Me too. Once I saw it, I'm like, I don't need to watch the video.
But also someone said that Paolo Banchero reminds them of Aaron Gordon.
Oh, that's the one.
Wow.
That was
Brandon
Jennings on Gil's show.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there's no way.
Not even close.
He couldn't.
They have almost 0 comps other than body type.
And skin color. And they were drafted for Orlando.
And play with the
They
Magic.
play for the Magic.
Like literally, it's just like, oh my goodness.
They probably not even the same height. Paolo's like a good 6'10".
It's just, yeah, it's bad.
I think they might be around the same height.
It's bad.
But you're right. He is 16. Aaron Gordon is what, 6'8"?
Yeah.
Never seen Aaron Gordon create for himself as much as Paolo has in year 2.
And they literally shut that down because I think I saw the clip and he was like, yeah, I think Paolo putting up those numbers just because he's the first option with the Magic. And then Gilbert was like, well, we saw Aaron Gordon be the first option with the Magic and it wasn't really the same results.
He also has said that if Paolo went to another team, he wouldn't be able to do what he's doing.
Oh, you saw the full clip. I ain't see that part.
I never
He
understand
would be
that
doing like
conversation.
the same thing Aaron Gordon doing.
I've never understood that.
Which one?
Oh, if he go to this team, he won't be able to do this. Or he go to this team, he do that. It's just like living in that hypothetical world is just so weird to me. Especially you talk about a guy with the talent level of Paolo Banchero, where it's just he won't be able to do what he does now. Okay, what does that mean then? They saying that he's going to turn into an ultimate role player if he goes
to turn into Aaron Gordon.
He's on the 5th best team in the Eastern Conference record-wise. It's not like he's doing it on a 20-win team. He's doing it on a playoff team.
Yeah,
and he's in his second year.
Yeah,
in his second year. But I think that's a good conversation because I was trying to think of the same thing because when like you'll drop the mic, I had came out and I tweeted. I'm like, man, listen, I love Darrick White. I love his story. I love everything about him. I think he's a great dude from everything that I know. But him being an 87 in 2K, when I had saw the ratings before the official one came out, I'm like, that's why I draw the line. And I had put in the tweet like he shouldn't be the same overall as Jaren Jackson. A lot of people saw that tweet and just went at me saying Jaren Jackson's name. The only reason I put Jaren Jackson in there is because when you looked at the first listing, it was Darrick White and right under him was Jaren Jackson. They're just Jaren Jackson's the first player I've seen, so I just said his name. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people was trying to gauge him. And I do agree with you. It's like it's hard to come up with these hypothetical worlds, but there are worlds where it's like, okay, I do have to try to weigh 2 players, but the scenarios and roles and situation make it different to where I kind of do have to, because
there's context to everything.
Yeah, Darrick White is an amazing player. But how do we gauge Darrick White against guys who have more responsibility? Because it's not to indirectly discredit Darrick White, but he does play with Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, and Drew Holiday versus somebody else in his position or around him who may not have that luxury. And it's like it's a hard conversation to try to figure out how to pair them up together, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Whereas, like, again, we don't want to discredit Darrick White and say, man, you only good. We know he's not only good because he's playing with them, but I be seeing people's in my comment because the tweet kind of went viral. He talking about on and off number. Like he's playing with the best team.
I mean, I hear you. I mean, we talked a little bit about it before we started recording. We was talking about some of the stats, whatever. And he was talking to D Mills like, what's his perimeter defense? It was like a 93, and like lateral quickness. Like I understood why those are 90s, but then he got to like the ball handle that was like 86 or 87 or whatever, and then the 385, which is. Okay, I'm like, what other stats are they just boosting to where we know it's not Darrick White light, to where he got like an 80 dunk or something. That's how he's getting to an 87 overall. Because I just don't understand how they be inflating certain stats to get to that.
But I'm not even saying 2K. I'm just saying even out in real life, how do you gauge and have? Because I'm guessing if I ask y'all Desmond Bane or Darrick White, who y'all taking?
Desmond Bane.
If we said it one more
They're
time?
better. Desmond Bane's the better player, I think.
Desmond Bane or Darrick White?
But I think Darrick White's the better, like.
He's going to fit the role player. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to do a lot more.
I might go
different
Darrick
things.
White.
Player for player, you going Darrick White?
I think so.
I would go Desmond Bane.
I would go Desmond Bane as well. To me, I would go Desmond Bane, and it wouldn't even be close.
But I think
Wouldn't
if
even
I'm
be
the
close.
Celtics, I would much rather have Darrick White.
That's why.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
the part of the
certain
conversation
situation, yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah,
But
it's
if
like
I'm Memphis, I would much rather have Desmond Bane next to Ja. Like,
easily.
It's just
If I'm starting a team and I have 0 players and those are my 2 options,
I'm taking Desmond Bane too.
every fucking day of the week.
Yeah.
It's not even close. But it's like, how do you have that conversation without? Because
I think
that's a
that
hypothetical.
conversation just exists in the realm of 2K and in the realm of Twitter. I think, like I feel like that's really the only place. Because I don't think, I mean, we don't sit around thinking like, yeah, who better, Desmond?
No,
Bane?
not necessarily. But I do think when we start to rank our positions, some players are going to.
In that instance, you're absolutely right. Yeah, yeah. Once we're doing official rankings, yeah. But I think those are the only places where it matters, man. I think it's the only place where it matters. 100%. Like the context has to play a role in it, right? Scotty Barnes is the good example. The All-Star this season as the guy, and then Darrick White at best on most nights is the 4th option. So it's weird to see that them be even in the conversation. Again, that's back to 2K, which we're not trying to do. But it's, I don't know. It's not even something I even think about very
this
often.
is a little bit off tangent, but it kind of mixes in because I used to feel like we used to have the conversation with the Warriors about like what would they be like in a different system? Would they still like Klay Thompson? And now Klay Thompson is, and we're gonna see him.
But he's also
a little bit older.
injuries removed, old as hell.
It's impossible to even, like if Klay Thompson doesn't have a good season, I can't say that he was system made because
Exactly.
he's 34
No, I
years
agree.
old.
I agree because when we're talking about like ranking, like before when especially Golden State, like his prime, like he was one of the top 2-3 shooting guards in the league
Every year.
Now he's kind of falling off that list, so we're a little bit late behind. But that's one thing I always think about when it's like a system player. What else would he be if he wasn't in that system? And I feel like Golden State kind of just is like the mecca of that.
I agree.
I think
this
Kawhi
time.
kind of like debunked that though. Like everybody questioned if Kawhi was a system player and if he was just good with the Spurs, and he went to Toronto and won a championship right after that. So
no, I agree.
I think some
he
guys,
was always hard though. It was always hard to have that conversation with him because the start of his career was so kind of pumped up because he played with the Spurs.
Yeah.
So it's like
they were already built and ready to compete for championships.
So now he has a Finals MVP on his resume that he deserves. He earned. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't on a team where he carried the Spurs there. They had an infrastructure, but I do think he did a good job of going to his next place and showing that he wasn't a system player. But I don't think because he did it that applies to everybody. You might have a player who is like not a system player.
Like I'm curious about Draymond Green. Like is Draymond Green just predicated to that Steve Kerr system, or is Draymond Green still able to do what he does no matter what's the talent around him?
I love Draymond
Defensively,
Green.
he probably can, but offensively, is it still the same?
I love Draymond Green, but I 1,000% think that he benefited from playing in the Warriors system.
For sure. How much do we think though?
I think a lot.
Because when you have the greatest shooter of all time, yes, you 100% benefit.
Those
but also,
handles become a lot harder when it's someone else.
Like, do you think Draymond, because Draymond's a future Hall of Famer,
1,000%.
do you think that if he's drafted 1 pick later and he goes to a different team,
give me the team?
Let's figure it out.
Yeah,
I don't think he
Let's not create.
There's no way.
We already have so many hypotheticals to do. Let's
There's no way
limit as many hypotheticals as possible.
It'd be funny if the Warriors still had the next pick.
So he was drafted
he was so
35th
perfect
overall.
for what they do. I mean, they didn't really have centers, so they eventually went small ball with him, and he was able to do that. They wanted somebody that can always look for
Steph
and
KB
Clay.
making. I don't know if it's good or it's bad. Let's see.
Next pick was Sacramento.
No, he wouldn't have done that.
No.
They wouldn't have had the system.
And what year was that too?
This is 2012.
No.
And again, these conversations are good because I just think we in a space where like it's tough to have conversation. Everybody gets super offensive or offended, or they want to just like instead of engaging in the actual conversation, even if you disagree, it's immediately like I gotta disrespect you. Oh, we don't see eye to eye. Well, that's why your profile picture. You got a double chin. It's like we got to just start having conversations, even if we disagree. But it's not to discredit Draymond. We're just having a basketball conversation. I do think that it would be very tough for Draymond to implement his value on a team that does not have
Yeah, I
Steph
think
Curry and
he's-
Klay Thompson, and then
yeah.
Kevin Durant. Because
And
like
the grand-
Derrick said, it's a big difference doing a dribble handoff with Steph and Klay, or Steph and then Klay coming off a down screen or a flare on the opposite side versus with that Kings team. Was that Tyreek Evans?
Yeah, that was one thing with the shootings. They were able to kind of highlight.
Ben McLemore?
Like, ain't no way,
No
bro.
disrespect. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think as much as it's like we say Draymond would have been the same in that system, like that system also needed Draymond to give him
Absolutely.
a lot of that credit back.
Absolutely.
His IQ is, you could definitely see that he has
There's
the
not a
IQ
lot
to
of
play
players
high-level
you
basketball.
could think could replicate what he, probably not
Cannot.
more than like one or two that could replicate
No.
what the hell he did
You know
for
who
that
did it
team.
well, though? DeMar DeRozan, when he came from Toronto and went to the Spurs. He showed that he can go into a system and play along and, like, not just be like the heavy ISO guy that he was in Toronto, but he could play that good team system style basketball that Greg Popovich loves to play.
I don't think they really put in the same system. I mean, probably because like Greg Popovich.
I just
But I
think
felt like
DeMar
they just
DeRozan
kinda-
was more passive.
Yeah, I felt like
But-
they honestly just gave him the ball. Like he had the ball.
Yeah,
Rightfully
but I thought
so, and
you
he
saw
just-
more of an evolution of his game where he became like a primary
Yeah,
playmaker,
more of a playmaker.
facilitator.
Yeah, I can
I
see
agree with
that.
that.
You saw like that. You didn't see that with Toronto, probably because he played with Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry is always one of the top leaders in assists.
Yeah, with the Spurs, played with a young DeJounte.
Yeah, so
I think Draymond Green was dealt a good hand, and he played that hand perfectly.
Perfectly. That's why you can't really discredit him.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely, when people had that conversation, no, I do not think Draymond would have went to the Magic and would have been Draymond Green. I'm sorry. Could he have still been a really good defender and player? Yes. But
say
he's a
this-
no doubt Hall of Famer right now.
The way Draymond, like the way Draymond is a very like emotional player and everything like that. I also think he really did luck out having Steph Curry as his teammate.
Yes, I agree.
That was able to put up with
Because
that.
if his teammate, if he went to the Thunder,
I mean, let's just say he goes to the Kings. Him and Boogie. I know eventually they were in the same locker room, but at that point in time, Boogie was not in the mindset that takes. But then again, it took Draymond Green maybe 5 years into his career, or 3 years into his career before he started doing the OC
it
stuff.
took the success.
Yes.
To say I'm him.
Yeah.
didn't it take Derrick Lee also getting injured?
To get the starting
To get the
spot,
starting
yeah.
spot
But
full-time,
also,
yeah.
once he got the starting spot, he never looked back.
Yeah, they
To
were
KD's
67
point,
and 15.
he was dealt a hand
And
because
won
a
a
lot of
championship.
players are dealt a hand where they got to step up and they don't. They lose that spot as soon as the dude is healthy. So
Yeah, it was a good conversation. Before we move on, we have to hear a word from our sponsor.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words, Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the type of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire.
So, D. Millie, talk to me. What we got next?
Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk positively about a lot of teams. Every team should have some sort of hope, or like something that they should look forward to going into next season, even if it's not even like wins and losses. Just something positive to look forward to. I could start, y'all.
Go ahead.
Y'all want to start with like a big team?
Just throw one out.
All right, I'll just start with the Celtics. They front office are more than willing to pay the luxury tax. That's something that they should look forward to because it seems like as long as they winning, they're gonna bring back their guys and they just gonna keep running it back.
Do y'all want to
until-
buy the team?
No.
You don't want
I
to buy
saw
the
Jeff
Celtics?
Bezos trying to buy.
I said he was out.
But then he it came out like a few hours later that he's
Who is the
not.
random Akron billionaire?
Right. LeBum James.
the pump James.
Mine for the Boston Celtics was the Tatum revenge season. I don't even know if that's a real thing or what it would look like.
I put the same thing, and I was thinking literally like you because he just came off a championship. He won a gold medal too, but it feels like he's kind of been disrespected. So it feels like he's gonna have another chip on his shoulder, even though he just won a championship.
What does Tatum with his chip on his shoulder look like?
What-
I have no
What-
idea. He averaged
so
27, 6, and 6
This
last
segment
year.
is to
I don't
come
know
up
what
with
that
something
means.
positive for every team in NBA.
What
There's
I-
something
The way I
hopeful.
kind of looked
We
at
text
it,
about this.
Yes,
yeah,
we did.
I mean, the way I kind of looked at it too
I
is
put
like,
an eyes in a group chat because I was waiting for a topic.
as a fan, like what you, not even just like as a podcaster, as like an analyst, like just as a fan, what should you be
Oh,
looking
you
for
did.
on that team?
I didn't
You
see
know?
it because all I saw was AP, where you get your exotic snacks.
He gave a good
I did see
suggestion
that.
and
I
went right
did see
back
that
to himself.
eyes. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, the eyes was like, what are we doing for tomorrow?
I thought you put that because of that walk-off home run.
No, I put that as like,
Shout out to
so
Sean,
we
man.
got a show tomorrow, no, but what we doing? That's why I came up with the Kobe trivia and drag. 'Cause I'm like, they ain't finna do nothing. Let's just come with something positive for the Celtics. I guess is that they bringing back the same team.
Yeah.
Like nobody really did anything else that makes me be like, oh, I mean, it's definitely more competitive, but I can see the Celtics going right back to the finals. So, I mean, that's the greatest thing that they have is that they're going to come right back with the same team. And I do think that not only Jason Tatum has a chip, but I think Jaylen Brown, he's in a pool with a dumbbell. He said, I know how to put hands on her without, I know how to put my hands on her without
might get
putting
a lot
my hands
more,
on her. What is this rap line? What did he say?
I learned how to touch you without putting my hands on you. Or
Yeah.
something like that?
He did
He in
say
his
that.
bag this offseason.
Get a ring and start rapping.
Stop playing with him.
Might get some more small ball lineups too. With Porzingis out.
Yeah.
Al Horford probably not getting 30 minutes a game, especially in the start of the season.
Tatum at the 5 a little bit more.
They'll get creative. They always do.
Yeah, you kind of have to in the regular season. Next thing we got the Knicks. For this one, I put they have a healthy OG and Randall potentially for the start of the season. Both of those dudes deal with injuries throughout their whole time with the Knicks last season. So now you go into the first game and you got both of them.
I put Jalen Brunson help. He had the highest usage rate in the second half of the season by far.
Oh, yeah.
He had the ball in his hands all the time, every possession. And now with the acquisitions and the good health, you don't expect the 6'1" dude to take as much of a beating. And maybe he still will, but he has way more options to not be the guy all the time.
I'll take the depth. I think last year, going into the playoffs, having as many injuries, it's just good to see that now some of the rock stars that happened throughout the playoffs, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, they now go to the bench, which, I mean, is amazing if they can continue to play at that level. Maybe not the same exact level because the opportunity shrinks, but, you know, it's less stress and pressure of overloading these minutes in the regular season to an OG Anunoby, who is somebody that we've seen kind of have health issues. So I think that's a good luxury. And Julius Randle is back. So it's just more depth. Obviously, wish Isaiah Hartenstein was still with that depth, but we played a run. Did you watch the runs we played on Twitch?
I don't think so.
JoJo had Isaiah Hartenstein field.
What does that mean?
He was white, left-handed, 55, could pass and offensive rebound.
He did have 19 board.
Kyron did the most.
Oh
selfish
yeah, I meant to text
stuff.
in the chat last night.
He did the most
because I was
selfish thing
thinking
we've
about
ever
it.
seen, bro.
I was thinking about it. I was gonna say, Pete, I played so bad in that, like 1 for 11.
Damn.
Bad. But Kyron's shot at the end of the game was inexcusable.
You was 1 of 11?
Yes.
So, yeah, we was losing. I had an incredible fourth quarter. Not to toot my own horn, but I was just doing every little thing that, like, not even just like I'm scoring, but like everything. So we come back, we making threes, making the right passes. I get an inbound steal. Timeout, we get a possession to either tie or win the game. We waste the timeout because JoJo called a timeout, talking about, man, I didn't know if everybody was ready. Whatever. We get the ball. JoJo had hit a 3 previously. I get it. I take my man. I throw it back to him. He shoots a contested 3, misses. I get the offensive rebound, kick it back out, reset it. When I throw it to JoJo, he swings it to Kyron. I'm going to send y'all the video later. All Kyron got to do is swing it to me, and I'm ready for the tray. It's 3 seconds. Kyron dribbles and does a contested pull-up mid-range and doinks it, not even close, and we lose. And he talking about that's on me, y'all. Hell no.
I was like, Kyron, if you was trying to, like, at least try to get the layup right there.
Yeah.
He's like, Mike, I was trying to get the layup. Instead, he got like a 99% contested mid-range.
But yeah, the depth.
I put perimeter defense. Obviously, OG and Mikhail. Can't wait to see what they have. That's the effect on them.
Is that the best defensive tandem wings that we've seen on paper?
Yeah.
Other than Mike and Scottie Pippen?
Yeah. But you didn't really see them. So that's why I said that
We've seen.
But I mean, I guess you've seen a little bit of
Kobe, Ron Harper.
I was trying to think, who has Kobe playing with? LeBron and
Sure.
LeBron and Shane Battier.
Okay.
You saying stuff.
LeBron is Shane Battier, he gonna put that hand in your face.
Yes.
You know what he said he did too, right?
Tatum and Brown, huh?
He would go like this before he put his hand in his face, so you get the whiff too.
For real?
Yeah. I'm just like,
he said, yeah.
I wasn't gonna question you at all.
I keep the racks out of my
that's
arm.
definitely an old head move right there.
I keep the racks
To
out
put
of
some
my
muss in somebody's face.
That's a Mike move. Talking about, I did shower. She said,
Mike used to do the thing where if you shooting, he would poke you in the stomach.
Just you. Literally,
You know what I was thinking about? Because I seen there was a tweet out there, and somebody actually DM'd me. There's like, we should do this at Drop the Mic. It was like players and their like skills are special, like specially skilled, whatever it is. Like I think they said Draymond with the dribble handoff.
Yeah,
like one particular skill that you're like amazing at. Mine used to be at the YMCA is getting them steals and making people think that I was on their team. Remember I used to get those inbound steals?
Yeah, you're like, hey, that shit was so goofy.
That's how you get the people that's, they nervous or whatever on the court.
But when we used to do that, my dad would be furious.
Because you're not playing what you actually, like, you're not actually doing what you're supposed to be doing.
He'd be like, you tired. That's a tired play. You threw it to the wrong team. You're tired. You're not in the game.
Yeah.
He's like, this, yeah, man. He tricked me, Pops. He tricked me. Yeah. That's all it is. Ain't that damn deep.
That's when they be like, shirts versus skins after this.
He tricked me.
Next thing we got Chicago Bulls. Potentially healthy Lonzo is the one thing that they can look forward to for next season.
Cooper Flag is in this draft. This is a decent draft.
I put youth.
I put no DeMar, which I guess kind of goes into that. A lot of shots open up with him.
It's just not going to be a lot of frustration. Last 2 years, all of us are frustrated. Do something.
Y'all on y'all pick, or is it the Blazers?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So, yeah, it's a nice draft class. That's a positive.
Yeah.
No, I think Zach LaVine actually should be motivated.
I hope so.
He should be motivated as hell to. There's a lot of disrespect on his name right now.
Go out there and try to build up that trade value.
Certain teams don't need that much time.
Even if it ain't, even just trade value aside, I just think people forgot about Zach LaVine. When you talk about shooting guards, ain't nobody saying Zach LaVine name right now. True. And he's a guy that who his name was a staple in those conversations as far as a top 10.
Yeah.
When we do our rankings, do you think he's going to be in your top 10 shooting guard list?
No.
I think there'll be more testament to his injury more than his actual play, though.
Yeah, it's more so that he didn't really play.
Absolutely. But again, if you're not in the top 10, you've forgotten about.
Got to be on the court, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't really blame him.
And those injuries is now why nobody wants to trade him. Nobody. Yeah. That in the contract.
Yeah, injuries and contracts too pile up. Talking about trade value. The Lakers, that it seems like for the first time, J.J. Redick has some sort of stability. Well, not J.J. Redick, but like the head coach has some sort of security, and that it seems like they're talking as if he's going to stay there no matter what happens with the team. So at least now J.J. feels comfortable making decisions without worrying about if he's getting his ass fired tomorrow.
I had something somewhat, it's in the same vein. The Lakers are going to be ran like a normal organization for the first time, and it's like a double-edged sword because Bron is about to be 40, so you want to see his team maximized. But they're going to actually try to develop young players, huh? Lakers?
Yeah,
that's different.
And I'm glad we were all kind of saying that we're all on the same page because I felt the same way. I literally put down like the expectations feel like they're kind of lifted off. I mean, you just even mentioned earlier talking about missing the playoffs. Like for the Lakers, that wasn't really in the conversation the last couple of years. But also we got players like Dalton Connect and Max Christie that deserve some minutes and stuff like that.
What about the other guy, the junior?
Who?
Bronny?
We'll see.
When do y'all think Bronny plays his first game? Do you think he plays opening night, like he gets minutes opening night?
No.
That's way too much pressure to put on it.
This would have been the toughest one for me. It's hard for me to come up with one off the top of my brain because there is something positive to say about the Lakers. I guess y'all hitting on the head with the J.J. Redick thing. But on the other side, it's just like the Lakers they feel how I felt about the Cowboys. I stopped messing with the Cowboys because, like, as a Cowboys fan, it's hard to just be excited about football in the season. It's always something. It's always some theatrics. Like, look at the question you just asked about your team. That's a real question. It's like it's like a.
I hope it is opening night. By the way,
it's not going to be opening night.
You have to worry about stuff like this as a Laker fan. Like,
not even for the optics. It's 2 minutes opening night. You don't think just for them to share the court on national TV one time?
And I can't be mad at the question because it's legitimate. It's not out of the realm. This is crazy.
I think it's Minnesota opening night.
It's not out of the realm. And
I just don't want that to be the focus. Like,
that's why I say they do it. That's why I say they do it early, so you don't want to think about it no more. You ain't got to think about getting the Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. picture done.
If
you do what they want.
If they get blown out, Bronny will play.
Time out. Ken Griffey Jr. is one of the greatest to ever play baseball. Bronny, I'm wishing you well.
But Ken Griffey Jr. would be Bron now, like the level.
Like when they had that moment where
he
he was throwing baseball.
You think Bronny is going to be Ken Griffey Sr.?
I'm just saying dad versus son on the court together.
Okay.
You had Ken Griffey and senior and center and senior and right. And you got the picture.
I'm wishing Bronny all success but Ken Griffey and Senior is a.
I'm only putting it on the level of that's the only other sport we've seen the dads and the son play together.
Okay.
They got the picture together. We can get the picture together.
You got
with
Barry.
these.
Barry played with.
But the way I still see it from
Barry
Pete,
who?
Bonds.
He
Bobby
played on the
Bonds?
same team as his dad?
I believe so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Let me make sure.
But at least like Ken Griffey Jr., he had more of their like not reputation, but like the actual skill set. Again,
I might be so
Again,
off.
y'all-
but it's
y'all
just,
thinking very
but
literal.
it's the thing that is, he was gonna play regardless.
Right.
Bronny is just more so the forced moment type shit.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that there is an iconic photo of the dad and son together.
And
He coached them. Okay.
Oh,
that's
okay. That makes more
if
sense.
he's getting in the first game, that's fine.
I typed
That's
in
fine.
Bobby and Barry Bonds. Somebody said, "Is Barry Bonds related to Bobby Bonds?" Yes, it's his dad. But what was the last thing you just said?
It doesn't even matter anymore. But
If
if
you
he gets
expecting
in,
a blowout, though, you said if they're getting blown out. What if they're the one doing the blowout?
Is Bronny going to be on the official Lakers team? Is my
Yeah.
question.
He had a real contract. It's not a
Yeah.
two-way. It's like 2 years, $8 million, right?
You
It's
remember
like a
Rich
real
Paul said he
contract.
doesn't do two-way deals.
Yeah.
He's only
So
signed
when you're on a
guarantee.
real contract, can you not go down to the G?
he can though.
I think he can. Oh, yeah, he can.
So is he going to be on the official Lakers team?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was up and down for maybe the first year, maybe two.
Maybe
But
4.
because at the same time, we also are like, we came into the season with like a max roster spot. Like we didn't really have any spots open. So
I want to see
so, like, we
Bronny
signed
James
him.
play.
He's, like,
I
literally
want to
our
see
15th
Bronny
president.
James do well. I want to see him play with LeBron James. What I don't want to see is a circus. I don't want to see a show about it. I want to see everything that makes sense.
Well, you know they set themselves up for it though by drafting them. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
literally.
it's gonna be a circus at least until they share the court together.
I do. I
That
would
makes
say
it
I
tough
do
for
feel
me
a
to
little
take
bit
the
better.
Lakers serious
I
and
do.
say anything positive.
I feel a little bit better about how he would kind of play with in the NBA though a little bit differently than it was in the summer league. Because summer league they were kind of focused on like what can you do, like stuff that wasn't really like
Summer league don't
offensive
matter.
type of shit
Summer
and
league don't
stuff
matter
like
for
that.
anybody.
But like NBA, at least his job is gonna be come in and defend whoever it is, type thing. Like it's gonna be more of a simplified role. And
When
I
they
feel like
do
that's
play
just easier
together.
for anybody.
When they do play together, when they call a timeout, the whole crowd's gonna stand up and start cheering.
They better.
So
Better
yeah,
not be no
even like
boos.
this new fold makes it hard for me to even like. I think you made a great point with the JJ Redick stuff. Where it's like JJ Redick now got the pressure of like, do I play Bronny or not? Like what? Like this is just another added thing to the job. The positive for the Lakers is that they have some type of continuity, I guess, and majority of the players are coming back. D'Angelo,
D'Lo on
Rui,
the contract, yeah.
I
He
guess
just was in a contract
I
here.
guess that those are positives. LeBron and AD looked very well in the Olympic basketball
That's
game.
my biggest thing.
Other
LeBron,
than that,
no
it's-
matter what age, still looks like LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron's still top 10 for you.
Yeah.
Next team we got. Let's go OKC. Let's do OKC. I said that they have 5 first-round picks next offseason.
Damn. 5? Golly.
For a team that don't even need it.
What are they gonna do with them?
Trade
That's what I'm. It's so many options that they could do with them.
Golly.
Some of them have protections. There's potential. Like there's
Okay.
like protections on them.
They
and
may
stuff.
not convey.
Yeah,
but
so
okay.
they could potentially have.
I'm
5
guessing
first-round
at
picks.
the least though they'll have 2. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
At the least.
Yeah, I had looked it up on Fanspo.
What they should be looking forward to is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning his first MVP award.
I put the same
Even though
thing.
it would feel weird for him to get one before Luka, I think it's likely, just because they'll probably be the better team.
I have that, and I also have their team should probably be looking forward to the number 1 seed again. I mean, they're already going to have some growth or whatever from Chet and players like J-Dub, but they added 2 two of the best role players right now in the game with Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not expecting no drop off.
They add a year. They're not like this inexperienced team, or they can finally go into the season without having to hearing about that every time they get some success. Like, well, how they gonna look at the playoffs though? They young, dog. All that. All right, cool.
They look pretty damn good last year in the playoffs.
They got the experience that everybody was questioning.
Yeah, this is year 3 of the jump too. Last year was really year 2 because they went from a really bad team to a 40-win team, missed the playoffs because of the play-in, and then again 1 seed. So this is technically year 3 of them being a competent, good team. And it usually is like a timeline when teams really put it together.
This is when the first OKC took off. The first version of the OKC.
Like that.
Next thing we got Miami. Jimmy's got something to prove, so you're probably gonna get the best version of him. He wants to get paid. It's probably gonna end up with him playing at all-star level.
The positive, I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is the fact that Miami and Coach Spo always know how to extract the most out of their players. And I think when you look at this team, it ain't the sexiest team, but there is stuff here. There is Tyler Hero, Rozier, Jimmy Butler, Bam, Jovic, Hami Hakas, Khalil Ware, Josh Richardson. There's bodies and names on this team that the Miami Heat can do something with. And if it's anybody to kind of make this competent enough to exist in the Eastern Conference, it'll be Coach Eric Spoelstra. And on top of that, you add in a motivated Jimmy Butler, and you could actually have a better season than a lot of us are projecting. I just project them the way I do because I look at the rest of the teams, and when I name out the teams, the top 6 teams, it's hard for me to put Miami above any of them. But I know it's Miami, so I have to respect the fact that they potentially can leapfrog somebody, especially with injuries being added into the picture.
I was hoping for some type of like 10, 15 minutes of like Bam at the 4, where they do have Khalil Ware out there or something like that.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing the Olympics with Bam at the 4 and like Anthony Davis at the center spot, and we seen how good that was defensively.
Yeah.
I would like to see that
That's why I got
for Miami.
Bam Adebayo hasn't played the 4 more than a couple minutes since 2019-2020 season, where his center was Myers Leonard. So,
Yikes.
And I don't know how much Khalil Ware will play as a rookie, but you're gonna see him and Bam on the court together eventually, and I'm super excited to see what those minutes look like.
Next thing we got
Khalil Ware better play as a rookie.
the Warriors. For me, I put that they still have a top 10, top 5-ish Steph Curry. Like they able to at least piggyback off that and try to build on it. They did have a solid offseason. They did bring in some quality players, but they did lose Clay. Don't know how much Buddy Hield is going to transition to replace him in that, but at least you still got Steph.
I think it's the offseason for me. Again, I know that you lost Klay Thompson, which is a staple name in the program, but I think that they had an underrated offseason because I think when you have that system that they have, it's important that you bring in high IQ, intelligent players, and I think they did that with DeAnthony Melton, Kyle Anderson. I think Buddy Hield has one job and one job only that he'll be able to do. I think Trace Jackson-Davis had an underrated rookie season. You still have Draymond and Steph Curry. You have AirPods year 2, Kuminga. I think there is some very good stuff going on here with the Warriors. It's just that they didn't make a big splash like Larry Markkinen, and you lose Klay Thompson. That dominates the conversation. But they have a lot of options and a lot of different type of players that I think, if they are healthy, they could be a sneaky good team.
I had DeAnthony Melton. DeAnthony Melton is one of those players that fan bases fall in love with no matter where he's at. It's just a matter of, will his back injury flare up again? Will he be healthy? But he's going to be a plug and play. He's been nearly a 40% shooter for like 4 years of his 5 years of his career. He'll fit in perfectly as long as he's on the court.
Assignment. Yeah.
I just put the added role players and how they're going to basically say what y'all said and how they're going to incorporate themselves into this new offense and everything like that. I was making that comparison.
Hield looks tough for Moses Moody to get minutes, though. DeAnthony Melton, AirPods, Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
I know we've seen that Kobe picture where it's like him and Robert Sacre in the back. This Klay Thompson leaving the Warriors feels like when Pau Gasol left the Lakers. Like after that, it just feels like it's your star player and a bunch of
That's what it
mediocre
feel like,
type
but
guys.
we ain't there yet. Those days,
He still
when
got
Kobe,
Draymond.
When Kobe had Robert Sacre, like the guys we just named, no disrespect, Robert Sacre, they are better than Robert Sacre.
I also want to say Robert Sacre was the end of that list. So it's not like he was next after Kobe. Like we still had some decent players on that roster.
Because when Kobe was playing with like Swaggy P and them, this don't feel like that. This ain't that.
Let's pray.
Like this shouldn't be.
Not yet.
This shouldn't
Not
be.
yet.
I still think like I said, Trace Jackson-Davis, I like. You still have Draymond, like D-Mill said. I didn't even mention Wiggins. You know, we don't know what we're going to get from Wiggins because the last 2 years have been, like, literally polar opposites. But if we could get in between, if we can get the All-Star in last year just in the middle of that, that's still a really good guy. Like, they got some options. It ain't there yet. But I'm telling you, he took that bio out.
Draymond, apparently, he said there was a trade on the table for the Warriors to make, and he told them don't do it.
Another one of the reasons why I asked earlier, do y'all like the – like, it's just so much talking.
I like that part.
It's so much talking.
Because because you think that teams get upset with their team. Well, they didn't do anything this offseason. They didn't do this. When in reality, a lot of times these teams are on the phone and trying to make these deals, and something happens where they fall through. So I actually like that Draymond said there was a trade on the table that we didn't go through with, because now it gets people to speculate, like, what exactly does that look like?
Because he said it helps us right now, but it doesn't help the organization in the future. So, and he said he's always for what's good for the organization.
Is that not the Larry Markkinen trade that we have been hearing rumored about? That's literally what that would be. Larry Markkinen would probably come in, but they would give up Jonathan Kuminga and stuff that they probably
But
look
if
at
that's
as,
what he said,
and AirPods.
I can't guess that that's because Larry Markkinen is 27. So if he's talking about for the future, it's not like Larry Markkinen is 32.
I thought the quote said it would help them now but hurt the future.
Yeah, it was yeah.
I mean,
he said it would help us now, but it wouldn't help the organization.
And that's what all the reports came out. The Warriors did not want to give them up, and the Jazz said we wanted AirPods. Like,
do y'all think about the ceiling of AirPods? Like, do y'all have a thought about what that can look like?
I think it's too soon to say what the ceiling is.
Oh yeah,
I'm not mad at
the
that.
exact ceiling. I don't know, but I think he's going to be above average. I'll tell you that.
I guess part of the package is AirPods and Kuminga.
Mm-hmm.
Probably getting rid of them for maybe like an all-star level player that would probably help the team now, but you're giving up, you're mortgaging a lot of your future.
And there's the guy you're getting back that good to where it propels you into something that you feel sure about. Instead of like, oh, this can't help us. Sometimes if you're giving up that much of your future, because Danny Ainge probably will want to pick or something too.
For sure, yeah.
So,
and there's not many, like, you got to talk about a top player that's going to probably come in and help them get back to where they want to be.
Yeah.
All-star level probably ain't cutting it.
Yeah, Larry Markkinen doesn't make him a contender.
Yeah, I forgot what he did. Him and Paul George spoke about the Warriors thing. I forgot what they said about it, but they both said that the Warriors were heavy players to get Paul George. I forgot why they said it didn't work out, but
even though I really, really like that fit, I don't think that was enough for them to be contenders. So maybe it makes sense. Maybe that's the deal that he's referring to. But then again, he feels like the type of dude that like, yeah, we love Paul George. We'll sacrifice this to get PG on the team. I just don't think that was gonna.
Yeah, I like Paul George on the Warriors.
The Dallas Mavericks. For me, it was like the two guards. They can have like some nights Luka could sit. I feel like they could both come into the playoffs very fresh when you have Kyrie and Luka. Luka doesn't have to run himself into the ground and be tired and injured up and banged up throughout the playoffs, which we saw. He literally was playing in the playoffs sometimes limping and looking like he's on his last legs. And he even did it in the Olympics. He didn't look healthy in the Olympics either. So.
Oh, that's why they didn't qualify. And I bet Mavericks fans are like,
yes.
God.
Yeah.
Go rest up, bro.
That boy will go out there and play regardless.
Yeah.
No matter how much ketchup on his legs, right?
Yes. That boy is bleeding at the knee and out there hooping.
Yeah, what was that happening until he was bleeding from
Probably shots.
My thing for them is that they added the second best movement shooter of all time to their team, and they haven't had movement shooting like that ever.
Yeah. Instead of Derrick Jones Jr., it's Klay Thompson now.
I love the offseason. I know a lot of people, Derrick Jones is a big loss, but I like Klay Thompson, obviously. I like Najee Marshall.
Najee Marshall's
and I love Quentin Grimes. I think Quentin Grimes had a tough season last year, starting off hurt, not really being able to get the rhythm, then being traded from the Knicks to the Pistons. But I think he's going to go into a nice place with Dallas where he's a really good perimeter defender. He's going to take the toughest matchup on the perimeter of the opposing teams, which you lost from Derrick Jones. And I think he's a guy that will benefit from the shots that Luka Doncic can create and the attention that he's going to draw. So I think Quentin Grimes is going to be a big winner and could rejuvenate. I would put him as one of my guys that I think, I don't want to call it a breakout, but I think he can have a big bounce back year off the bench for the Mavericks.
I'm so mad at Derrick Jones Jr. stuff, man.
The switching agents?
Yeah, like that.
You add Klay Thompson and bring him back.
Yeah. But Najee Marshall is still a solid, very good defender. So
I like Najee Marshall a lot.
For me, the Spurs, the CP3 will teach winning culture amongst those young players, and him and Vic Loves are going to feed families for years. Those are going to be so beautiful and see. I think everybody's just waiting on it to happen.
Yeah, I said they added some winning vets. Even Harrison Barnes, former champion.
Harrison Barnes is there too.
And Chris Paul is one of the best winners of all time.
Basically what I said.
I'm just glad that they didn't really uproot any of the young talent. I love the draft that they had. I think Stephon Castle was amazing. I like Jeremy Sohan. Obviously, year 2 Vic. They still empowered and are high on Devin Vassell. I think that's it for me. You add in the vets, obviously. I like that too. But I think they have to continue to move with this youth movement. I think the trade with the Timberwolves was great too. I love what the Spurs are doing. They didn't rush.
Mm-hmm.
It was all these rumors about, we can bring back DeJounte. We could try to go get Trey, Darius Garland. I love bringing in Chris Paul and continuing to empower the youth, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes while also feeling like we can keep Stephon Castle. We can keep Trey Jones. We can keep, you know what I mean? There's no rush. Don't rush it.
I haven't been this excited preseason for a Chris Paul year in a long time.
Yeah, this makes too much sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if he's bad. Like,
That's what I was feeling. I just felt like last year.
It's going to be tough for him to be that bad.
I think
know.
his shot probably is dead because
I
he
was
don't
like-
have knees anymore. But
Yeah, I was feeling the same way. I was like, this past season, it felt like Chris Paul was really on his last legs.
Yeah.
But I feel the same way. I'm excited to see him go into this new role.
But guess who would look great with Chris Paul last year?
Who?
Those advanced stats still look pretty damn good.
Yeah.
He was running that second.
Hey.
He was still in there with like 10 plus.
But that's why I
assists.
feel like this year, I don't really care about his score. I'm not looking at Chris Paul to score on this team.
I'm looking for him to facilitate and just be a playmaker.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the other guard, too. Devin Vassell averaged 19.5 last year. He's getting into the 20s this year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
What y'all thinking, like 23?
21.
Yeah.
They're gonna have 2
21? I think he get
scores.
22. I think he get 23.
Who the other one?
Vic.
Big's average.
Oh, I thought you
27.
They
said,
can have two
I thought you
20-point
said
scores easy.
3. I'm sorry. I know it's Vic, but you said 2.
Two
Okay.
23-point scores.
Yeah, they gonna be
Most
over
teams have
23.
more than that.
Yeah.
2 and some change.
Do I think they have 3?
Nah, I
No,
think
they
it's
don't
going
have
to be 2.
Oh, 2.
I said 2.
keep saying.
Yeah,
you
you-
said 23.
Yeah.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're. Yeah.
Yeah. Devin Vassell is going to be. I will give her KB. I think the top. I would go 21.
I'm gonna take the over and go 20.
Anything less than that is a disappointment, Devin. I'm just letting you know.
And you think Vic jumping to 27?
I'm just talking. I'm not. I wouldn't put out the realm possibility though.
No, it's not out the realm.
Vic
That's a
24,
huge jump.
24, 25, 27. Man, the 24, 25.
Get to the free throw line a little bit more.
Yeah.
A point guard that can give him the ball. I think it's in the cards.
Me? What I think? Yeah, I'm gonna say 20. If I was his trainer, 27 is on the board for sure. But I think he's getting it now.
He can just get so many easy layups.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm just
Dunks,
saying.
not even
Just
layups. Stop laying the damn ball.
catch
dunk
it and turn your hand and dunk it.
Some dudes so big they should just dunk it every time.
Okay.
There's the biggest dude
Seven
up
foot.
there.
Okay. Okay.
Some dudes are so big.
They
He
should
better
just
go
dunk
with
it
it.
every
Just-
time.
I remember Shaq was saying the method of how he got like 30 every game, like easy, whatever. He's like, it's only like, it's like 8 points a quarter, whatever. I mean, maybe he even said like 10 points a quarter, like a couple bucks a quarter. Then you get to the third quarter, you already at like 24, 25. You just got to finish it out. And you easily at
That
30.
just feels so simple, but
It does.
Lord knows it's not.
Yeah, me and EJ had a conversation like that. It's like, man, if you just get 6 points each quarter, you're a 24-point score.
Yeah.
You know?
That sounds so easy.
That's 3
to-
threes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you look at it, or if you get 5 points a quarter, that's a layup and a 3.
Yes.
That's only 2 buckets.
2 buckets a quarter.
5 points a quarter. Yeah, lay up in the 3.
It seems so doable to get 20.
Right?
Yeah, but it's actually harder than you think.
Yeah.
I used to tell
You
myself
gotta get
this
the
shit in high school
right
too.
rotation.
And I used to try to cut it
And-
down. I used to be like, just get 4 points.
But that's when you look in the game, you start the game off, you look at the clock, it's already 4 minutes gone by, you ain't scored one time.
You ever started off a game good and you're like, oh yeah. I remember one game I started off so good. It was against Proviso. And you look up, it's like, damn.
I had a game where I had 8 in the first half. And 8 in the first half as a freshman.
Oh,
was like,
man.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
forgot what
ended
team
with
was.
10.
You in it with it? Yeah. See?
The game that I had messed like I think I bumped knees with somebody, but I remember we went into halftime and I just hit like a buzzer beater. Man, I was like, "You're the leading scorer going into half," and I had like 8 points.
Yeah, bro.
You was doing your thing.
I had a couple games. I had like 7 going into the half, and it's like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
And then, man, and I look up fourth quarter, I get 11. I scored 4 more points the rest of the
Double
game.
digits as a freshman was like, you had 50.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially if you were guard. Because if you were big, it was easy.
Yeah,
A lot of plays we ran was for layups.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you had double digits as a wing or a guard, come on, bro. Put that on the resume right now.
We saw that a lot. Like Larry Matusas, he would go out and have like 20-some points in the first half.
Then they would play tight on him in the settings.
And that was, yeah.
Now, that is embarrassing. I'm not, hey, and Larry, my guy, but I'm not coming out with 20 and a half, and I got 22 in the game.
And you know what's funny? End of the stats, box score going to be like, he had a really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
game.
Good game, yeah.
But you didn't see the first. You didn't see the second half. Next team we got Minnesota. The Ant was probably like a sponge in the Olympics. He probably took in a lot of stuff that he probably learned from.
He said
KD,
that in the interview.
Bron,
He
Steph.
said, I play hero ball. A lot of times in the fourth quarter with the Timberwolves, when we down, I play hero ball. But being here and watching the comeback where KD, Bron, and Steph were just moving the ball, I was like, okay, look at that.
I actually like that a lot.
said
I
that.
didn't even think about that. But a lot of times the people go over to the Olympics, even sometimes FIBA, and that year after is the year.
Yeah.
And
I
that
think
could
he
be the
could
case.
probably bring a lot of things that he learned from them and just implement it into the locker room over there.
He got to teach Jaden McDaniels how to be Kevin Durant.
Right.
The players he playing with was a lot of the reasons why they was swinging at. I promise you.
True.
But I'm looking forward to a lot of the. See if we get Rob Dillingham minutes. I don't see why he really wouldn't as a backup or anything like that. Especially as a team that's probably going to be a very high seed. They gonna have times where they are blowing a team out.
Yeah, they're
I wouldn't be
expecting him to
surprised.
play a lot of minutes.
Yeah,
as the
they don't
backup
really
one.
have a backup point guard
Yeah.
except for him, so he
Yeah.
has to play.
Jay McLaughlin is gone and everything.
I want to see somebody new. Like, my mind is going blank. I'm about to say the wrong name. What's my boy on their team?
Josh Minott.
No, Miller. It ain't Jordan.
Oh,
Miller.
Leonard
Miller.
Leonard Miller. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of Jordan Miller with the Clippers. I want to see if somebody like Leonard Miller can kind of carve out. Again, he ain't really play last year. I'm talking about just get to 11 minutes,
Yeah.
be a contributor, and then we can start the.
His issue is he just plays in a heavy ass front court.
Yeah.
There's no way it's going to be so hard. It's Nas Reed, Rudy, and
Yep.
Cat. Like I just don't see where he's getting those minutes.
But that's why I just put it at like 11. I'm not
Unless
saying
they like just randomly play him at the 3.
But you lost Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson
Yeah,
played in that heavy front
he
court
did.
too.
True.
yeah.
So
They just play a different style too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
they do. But he's like a guy that has some guard skills.
yeah.
Not as good as Kyle Anderson, but I like Jordan Miller.
Leonard
Miller.
I like Jordan Miller too, though.
I do too. He was real good at Miami under Coach.
Mine
Brady.
for the Minnesota Timberwolves is more Rudy Gobert defensive plays in the regular season. Got to add in the regular season.
Yeah,
part.
I was saying, ain't you over that already?
Why? That's the reason they were the 2 seed this year.
If the advanced
It
stats are
is,
still in his
but
favor,
it's
does he win
always
DPOY
capped.
again?
It gets capped out.
Why
at like
wasn't
the
it the
highest.
reason they
Hey,
won a
But
championship?
if you the Minnesota Timberwolves and you missed the playoffs 14 years before that, getting to the playoffs and the top seed is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is. It is. I won't
Building a
lessen
defensive
that.
identity is pretty
I
damn
won't
good.
lessen that. But eventually,
At
it
some
does
point,
get
you
a
won a
little bit.
championship.
Yeah, it does.
Oh
you do
yeah,
want
but we
more.
saying next year, right?
You do want more.
Next year, their defense should still be really good, and a lot of that is on the backs of Rudy Gobert.
That's fine.
I mean, sure, but he also has Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels on the perimeter.
A lot of that is on the backs of Rudy Gobert.
I mean, no. I mean, yes, but
Jaden
no.
Mc-
Oh, okay, cool. You agree? Thanks.
Jaden McDaniels was
I'm not saying they're not.
Okay.
But the easiest shot in basketball is what?
a layup.
And when you have the lowest percentage of frequency at the rim, somebody got to get credit for that.
sound like they should go to the finals.
Nah, it's a little different.
Sound like they should go to
a little
the finals.
different
huh?
combo.
Because he does have elite perimeter defenders around him.
He does.
And he had a really good points per possession as an isolation defender, regular season and postseason. Don't sleep.
Sound like Fran should have won them a gold.
The 76ers. Mans was at max. He's coming to the season swole, ready to really get down there.
Bro,
in that
he
paint.
is big as shit
He
right
is.
now. Did y'all see Grayson Allen?
Yes.
Him
Yes.
too, bro.
Big
Yes.
in the mug.
What is going on?
Grayson Allen should
They got
caught
on
me
that
off
stuff
guard,
J-Dub
though.
was
That shit
on.
don't even look real.
Whatever J-Dub was
No,
on, he been passing
Grayson
around.
Allen looked bigger than J-Dub.
I didn't even see Grayson. I'll put a
Does
look
he
at him
still
right
shoot
now.
45% being that big?
No,
He
the
was
ball
work-
is so much lighter. He finna have a terrible year.
You see the pictures?
He
I'm
was,
looking at
he
it
was,
right
he
now.
was working out with Coach K.
Bro,
That
did you
was
see
not
Coach K bench
Wait,
pressing?
yes.
Oh, I saw a different clip. He was working with John Shire. I was finna get on your
Oh
ass.
no, there was he was Coach K was bench
Coach
because
K
Tatum
was-
had quoted it. Tatum had quoted it
Yeah.
was like, "Dang, Coach still bench pressing like that."
Bro,
Oh,
yeah. Coach is in the back. Like, that's not even the focus of the picture. Coach is in the back
Yeah.
pushing weight. We like,
Coach
damn.
K?
Yes, bro.
I got to find
Yes,
this.
bro. Just go to Jason Tatum Twitter, bro.
I saw the video. The reason I was gonna get in your ass, the video I saw of Grayson Allen. He was in the actual like basketball gym with John Shire.
No,
Yeah, I'm
this
looking at
he
it right now.
Him
see
and
it?
Coach K was like working out in like I think the Duke workout facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coach K and them are pushing weight.
Boy, built like Lou Dort.
My thing, is that we're gonna get a Joel Embiid podcast P episode one time this season.
I
Look
wonder how
forward to that.
entertaining would that be?
Joel Embiid's a good guy. I mean, he just did a podcast a couple weeks ago. It didn't get as much buzz, other than a few clips of
Yeah.
if I did get double teamed, I'd average 50,
Oh
all
yeah,
of that
yeah,
stuff.
that one, yeah.
But he hasn't done like a bigger podcast since JJ Redick's podcast 2 years ago. Now going to podcast P, it's gonna be a good episode.
I like
Bro.
Chet on that when he was like, "I'm trying to mess up y'all chemistry." Who's
Yeah,
taking a
who's
shot?
taking the last shot? Tyrese Maxey. Who you talking about? Neither one of them.
And Paul George gave you said that's a PR answer. Paul George was like, "It's that's up to coach. That's up to
Yeah,
Coach
right.
Nurse. I'm gonna let him handle that."
My dream is to be a college coach. Coach K retired. He just go to Duke anytime he want, take a lift, just chilling.
Yeah.
Just he hungry, just go get breakfast at the campus. He probably never got to pay for anything in North Carolina, in Durham, North Carolina ever again. Just
But no, you can't just be a coach. You got to be the coach.
Is Duke in Durham, or is that? Yeah, I think Duke is in Durham.
You know, D-Mills the geography dude.
I don't know what city it's in specifically.
Yeah, it's in Durham.
I want to go to one of those Duke UNC games.
I
just
go
want
to
to
any
experience it.
I go to any.
That environment.
It
is,
is,
so
but I
intense.
know that's gonna be so tough. The actual kids that go to the school gonna have us beat. We do need to go. ESPN hook us up.
We'll go work it.
I just like going to live basketball in general. Even when we go to the random high school games, that should be fun.
I meant to tell y'all that too. We should go to a game.
Y'all got to come to one of the games by my house. I'll be having the baseball games over there.
I saw.
The 7th grade baseball games.
In high school, do they play 9 innings?
The next,
I have no idea.
When I grew up, we played 7. The next great White Sox shortstop could be on that team.
You could be.
He's not.
Next thing we got.
The Yankees
Nuggets.
gonna get him. That's what KB mean. He's not gonna go to the Sox.
The Nuggets. That the young players now have more opportunity, but I do think that's kind of like a double-edged sword because I think Mike Malone kind of got to really find his guys throughout the records. Having KCP be the guy, and you kind of the other guys just got to sprinkle in whatever they can. Now somebody got to come in and do it full time, and he really has to sit there and figure out who is that guy for me.
I pray that one day in my life, my adult life, I'll be able to say that I have the best player in the world on my favorite team.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard not to be looking forward to the season. It's hard not to be looking forward to the season. He was the best player in the world, his MVP season. There's still LeBron.
That's true. You could have falsely gave yourself that indicator. But yeah, you're right. LeBron James.
I mean, the year you were born, you had Jordan.
That I said my adult, like my cognitive life. I just can't really rep that. So it's hard not to be excited for that reason alone. Whether you lost KCP, you lost this guy, whatever. We have the best player in the world, which means that we have a chance against anybody on every single night in every single series. That is a reason to be excited if you're the Denver Nuggets.
That was going to be my rebuttal to you. It's like, we lost KCP, which is a huge loss, but it's like you still have Jokic, Jamal, MPJ, and Gordon. I'm not feeling bad for the Nuggets.
Jamal revenge tour, too.
Getting that All-Star game, boy.
I don't think that's going to happen. It's still too crowded out west. But the Olympics got a lot of people turned off by Jamal. Rightfully so, because I'm shooting splits was disgusting.
Yeah, they were.
Well, the playoffs, we know it was like literally a trickle effect. He was not great in the playoffs. He went to Olympics, still wasn't great. So,
but we know Jamal could be better. So,
my dad is texting me right now. My cousin birthday was this week or yesterday or whatever. He texted me asking like, "I'm playing golf Saturday morning. You free?" And I was like, "Obviously not, because I got work." So my dad took my place. He's not playing. He's just out on the course, something that Joe ass should be doing. And he gonna text me, Bogey Beacham will be winning this outing. I've only seen one par since we've been out here. I'm gonna text him back. We don't be getting pars like that either. I don't know who you think we are. I think the last time we played, I got 2 pars of our
pars are rare.
holes. It's tough, bro.
Especially the pressure on a par putt it'd be hard, man.
I still got that clip of you screaming "fuck" when you missed your par putt.
Because everything worked out so perfectly.
Yeah, you drove it very far, and yeah.
Next thing we got, we just did the Nuggets. Suns, they finally got consistent. They finally got a steady point guard. Tyus Jones could probably come in and 2, yeah.
Monte too.
Yeah, they do have Monte. So they finally got point guard play. Team that needed it, Devin Booker can now go back to being a 2 guard and naturally just do what he does. Even though he kind of does point guard play still at the 2 guard spot, but last year he was kind of like the primary point guard.
I said Devin Booker should get more spot-up opportunities.
Yeah.
He's great at it. Saw it in the Olympics as well. He's great at it, but again, having the
point guard
responsibilities, it just made it more rare. Yeah. And now would have a Tyus / Monte Morris. Not saying that Devin Booker should be spotting up every possession, but he should get a lot more catch-and-shoot threes. And Bradley Beal shot 45% on catch-and-shoot threes. So just in general, their offense should be better next season.
Movement 3.
Just by having a point guard.
Yeah, not even
they
just
also cut Nasir Little.
Yes.
And somebody
EJ Liddell.
Who they just traded for. He's probably pissed. Well, he probably knew beforehand that that's what the trade was going to be.
I thought EJ Liddell was going to be nice coming in.
Well, he got injured, right, towards ACL before the season started. And that sucked.
I'm looking to see if they got, or The point guard play, hopefully that affects the fourth quarters they kind of had because they were struggling the fourth quarter, even though they had great scores.
Yeah, that was so weird. A team that has such great offensive weapons just shit the bed in fourth quarters was so odd.
I would just be excited about having another year of Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. I think they got some better role players coming into the year.
And Bradley Beal, it was a big adjustment for him. I think coming from Washington, having to adjust and now being like the third guy, he hasn't really been in that role in a while.
I still don't know their lineup. Still don't know that lineup.
Grayson Allen bulking up. He might play the 4.
You got Tyus Jones, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. Oh,
KD and Nurk.
Yeah.
Nurk is shooting threes now.
Sure.
Hey man, go to the next team.
Every center goes to the offseason to shoot threes.
He buying into it because it's Nurkic.
I remember Rudy Gobert working out with Wemby last year, and they were shooting threes.
Mitchell Robinson used to let them things fly.
Yeah. James Wiseman on his vlogs shooting threes. Like, I don't believe none of that.
Next thing we got is the Cavs. They got Kenny Atkinson. Guy that could probably bring an injection to that offense and like maybe unlock some things that we haven't seen in the past. That's kind of one thing.
Yeah, I got Kenny Atkinson in his comments. He mentioned that he's going to empower Evan Mobley and then put the ball more in Darius Garland's hands. It's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's
like that.
Exactly what they need. I feel like we still haven't got to really fully see this backcourt together. I feel like one's always out the lineup or one's always hurt.
Give me the fact that they're coming in with health.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just that alone was going to give them a better situation than last year. It was just super unfortunate when you look at all of the missed time from all of their top guys. I mean, for them to still win 48 games, I can't get over that. It's hard to picture any other team having almost the exact same success as one of your best years in recent memory, though all of your top players besides Jared Allen missing significant time.
Yeah. Next thing we got is the Milwaukee Bucks. That Damian Giannis pretty much had a whole year of gelling, and maybe that's over, and maybe you can actually see them come out and play more fluid and play off of each other a lot more.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
They act like I don't be doing what I've been doing. I think people just get bored with consistency.
Oh.
Damian Lillard on not getting credit he
I'm
deserves.
just so over it.
If that's what, hey, listen. If this is what refuels him,
Sure,
and gets
No, I'm
him
asking you a
back
question.
into that mode,
I agree with that.
what's up?
The question is not about him getting back in that mode. It's, do you think Dame doesn't get the credit he deserves?
I think he gets the credit he deserves. Last year was not a great. He even was an all-star starter last year. I didn't think he deserved.
forgot
it.
he was.
Yeah, he
I
sure
didn't think
was.
That was a big fuss.
I didn't think he deserved that,
Yeah.
even as a
I
Dame
thought it was
guy.
Brunson or
I thought it was
Maxey.
Brunson,
Yeah.
but Dame started, and I was like,
Yeah. But what you're saying is right. If that's the chip that he needs to power through and continue to get better, so be it. But Lord knows I'm so tired of hearing it, man.
This is one of the
boy.
points that brought me up to ask, do y'all be watching these player-led podcasts?
Just
Because
clips.
they just be on here just talking the same shit. Everybody's offended. Everybody's finna win a championship. Everybody about to get their shit together. Somebody else next year gonna take Dame's spot and be not having the same type of year and gonna be on there like, man, they forgot.
I saw somebody quoted that said, "Dang, bro, you made NBA 75 over Dwight Howard and
I
somebody
saw that
else."
too.
yeah.
Like, that is
Yeah.
ultimate amount of respect.
Yeah.
The league voted you one of the 76 best players of all time.
How many players on that list didn't have a championship or an MVP? Is he the only one?
No, he can't be. Does Dolph Schayes have one of those?
Let's look up.
Probably he does.
He probably
He probably
does.
got a championship when it was 6 teams in the NBA. If you were ranking the 75 best players in the league, Dame is at he's in the 60s or 70s.
Of all time or in his current league?
No, in
Oh,
all
yeah.
time.
Oh,
Of that
yeah,
list. In the
yeah.
current league, he's way higher than that.
Yeah.
But, he's towards the bottom of the 75th NBA 75. You know what? They ranked the NBA 75.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
You
Let's
know
see.
who number one is, right?
Michael Jordan.
I feel like they should have just ranked them
ESPN
as they
ranked
release it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when they were doing it, it
Yes,
wasn't
Dolph
no
Schayes
typical order.
is a 1955 champ.
Oh, damn.
The Dave Bing. I don't know if Dave Bing.
Damian
think-
Lillard is
no.
literally 75th.
Oh.
I feel like Dave
Okay,
Bean does
so
have one.
He was the last guy they picked.
Nah, Dave Bing doesn't have
doesn't?
an MVP or a championship.
There you go. But he also was the mayor of a city, though, so that adds a little extra. The worst player of the NBA 75 was Bill Sharman.
I thought you said Dane was.
No, you remember it was NBA 75, but they had 76 people on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But yeah,
That was crazy. We was in the building watching all of these legends.
Mm-hmm.
He was alongside Bob Cousy in the backcourt. He averaged 17.8 points per game.
Dave Bean.
Dave Bing is 74.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
then Dave DeBuscher.
Hey, shout out to Dave.
Then Anthony Davis.
Bro, that was
71.
such an amazing time. If there was one time where I wish I could have somebody with me as I watched that, I wish Kyron was right there with me.
Same.
Because we would have been,
team.
we'd have been like, oh yeah, I remember that.
My team.
That's one
That's
of
the
my
night I
favorite
dropped
cards.
that wing on that lady back.
Oh yeah, I remember
Got
that.
that barbecue sauce in the hair.
No, her shirt. Relax. Her hair. He adding sauce to the sauce.
Next thing we got is Brooklyn. Then we get the Cam Thomas free for all. He needed to go out there and just get buckets.
You know that
and do
lady
his
was on
thing.
OC.
She was from where?
She was OC.
What does that mean?
Because when I told her I did, she like, sweetheart, you are fine. You can drop a bone on me anytime.
Oh,
I said, listen. I said, listen, lady.
On you? Okay.
I said, listen, lady. Relax.
Did she really say that? I was sitting there, but I didn't hear that. That just sounds hilarious.
She said that, then I had woke up.
She said that in her head.
Yeah,
was saying.
she said that in her head. She didn't tell me that, but I got that vibe. That's definitely what Darrick would say. Definitely. That man said, I told them. He said, what did he say?
He said I told them no, but I said in my head.
And I said, and we was gonna leave. I said, oh, you was telling teachers no like that? I didn't know you was that type of student, D Mills. I said, what they say after that? He said, no, see, I said it in my head. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
You own your own
man.
first-round pick this season.
yes.
There's nothing else to look forward to.
Maybe Cam Thomas.
Maybe.
Noah Clowney
Somebody,
Yes, I love no clown.
Jalen Wilson.
Derrick
some
Whitehead.
had a
other
good
guys.
summer league, so hopefully he
The
gets
Reek
some-
Whitehead.
But the reality is you're going to win 14 games this season. You got a new coach, so maybe you see a little bit from him, Jordy Fernandez. But
Maybe
you really
somebody
doing
wants
this
to trade
for
for
the draft.
Cam Johnson.
Right. You might get some future assets for him and Doe.
Yeah, you should. You should.
But it's I don't know if I've in our adult life, I don't know if I've been least interested in any other team in the history of basketball
Then the
Brooklyn
Nets.
Then
than
this
this current Nets team.
Man, that Bobcats team that lost all them games in that
09.
lockout. No, that was like 2K12.
Oh, you said lockout. Okay.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey man. I'll watch this Nets team over that team.
Even with a young
Some,
Kemba?
some of them the
'Cause
process
yeah,
Sixers were
yeah.
terrible.
Hollis Thompson started.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
he got it.
Yeah,
You got
that's
it.
the
He got
answer.
it.
That's the answer.
He got it for sure. For sure.
Alexis Fed is now getting
Hollis
real minutes again.
I remember
Hollis
Isaiah
Thompson.
Cannon was an actual that was one of their
Yes.
best players on their team.
But you know what? They produced some good. T.J. McConnell, Jeremy
Jeremy
Grant.
Jeremy Grant,
Yeah, they had a Rocco,
Yes,
Dario
Rocco.
Sharp.
Drew Holiday was on one.
No,
of
Drew
those.
Holiday
No, he was
started the
gone at
process.
the time.
When
They
they
started
traded Drew,
right.
that was when this process started.
Trust
We
the
forgetting
process.
somebody.
What, that's
but-
like a good player?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember they had Jaleel
Nerlens Noel
Okafor.
was
Remember Jaleel Okafor had his
Jaleel,
time.
Yeah.
He had a good rookie year.
Really good rookie year.
Crazy,
Then
man.
aged out of the league at 21. It's crazy. Makes no sense to me.
He was on his way. Can you imagine how that feel? He won a national championship as a freshman at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the top picks, had a good rookie campaign, and the NBA was like, we don't need your
Is he
services.
playing overseas?
He has to
That's
be.
what I'm looking up right now.
No,
Oh.
I just seen him on Instagram. He is.
Oh, he
Okay.
is?
Yeah, he
Okay.
was he was laying somewhere on like this on a nice view or whatever.
Okay.
He's playing in the Chinese basketball league,
Okay.
and he also plays for Nigeria's national team.
Oh, okay.
Imagine you come in, you do a good job, and your job just like, we don't need your services no more. That's tough, man.
Really tough.
He had an injury too, I think, though.
Oh, you
next-
know what? No. He's playing in the Puerto Rican league now.
Oh, he is? So he ain't Boogie in that league too? Oh, no, Boogie's playing with
In
Dwight
Taiwan
Howard in
and
Taiwan. Yeah.
Put together a super team.
Damn, he didn't play in a lot. He played in Spain.
Markel Fultz, a free agent too.
Sheesh.
You think we'll see Melo play overseas, or is Melo just
Melo who?
Melo's
Carmelo.
45 years old,
Man, why
brother.
the hell would Carmelo play
Just because you
overseas?
see like DeMarcus.
No,
and
he's
Jordan.
nowhere near those guys. I'm sorry. Those guys were in the prime and got injured, and like nobody in the league wanted them. Carmelo is retired.
I still think like Dwight and Boogie could still offer something to some teams.
I do too, but the NBA don't think that.
It's so weird.
I don't think they can.
I think Melo. I thought
You
Melo
don't think
could
Dwight
too.
can?
I'm just talking. No, I don't.
He was talking
That
about.
chance to
He was
use
talking
him.
about guarding
He would still
Jokic.
come out and rebound
was.
and block shots. He might not do anything else.
He was
but
saying that
he'll still
guarding
do that.
Jokic was like a mind game.
This man just said, is Melo going to play overseas? I should take my bet off and whoop your ass for disrespecting.
What year do you think the last year of Carmelo playing professional basketball was, Darrick?
It was 2 years ago.
What year?
2022.
2021, wasn't it?
2022.
Okay, with the Lakers,
Yeah,
number
the Lakers.
7. He used to come off the bench and give y'all some moments.
He did. He's one
Did
of
he
our
get
most
any moments
consistent
cards?
shooters.
Hey,
I
2K,
don't know.
step it up with the moments cards too, man. I ain't waiting for no moments cards at the end of the month. I want them to drop when they happen.
What are you going to get a moments card for? 21 points?
For
That
Melo, that's a moments card.
No, he had 29 one game.
He did with the Lakers.
What about 6 and 7 threes, right? He had a game where he let them threes
he had 7
fly.
threes.
He was literally one of our best shooters that year.
When they drop the moment card the next day or the next night, or even I'll give them 2 days, it's so different than when you drop them at the end of the month. It's just whack.
You be forgetting about the damn moment and
Yeah.
shit. You be like,
Next team we got, let's go Indiana. Siakam and Hallie finally got some rhythm towards the end of the season and in the playoffs. There's some hope there. When it first happened, they did not look like a sexy duo. It took some time, obviously. But and once they started clicking, they had a nice little
Because we got on
two-win
his ass because we did the best duos and he had him on the list and they had a
yeah.
negative net rating at the first
He did
month.
get on his ass.
So they ended that season with a positive 2 net rating, but in the postseason they had a net rating together, Pascal Siakam and Halliburton, of a 9.77. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So that I have
And
the
the
same
eye
thing.
test shows it too.
Yes,
They
I
look
have
really
the
good.
same
I'm
thing.
excited for them because they have the players, they have the team. I think they have stuff to make another move.
Oh yeah,
They do.
Matherin, they got
Another
some
move.
stuff they could package together.
The Nimhard extension.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I think they should or nah, but you
if
make
the right player available, you might. as
Nimhard
well.
will be making $28 million a year.
Yeah.
Not this year. I
What
don't
if they go
think,
get
but at
Jimmy?
some point. Jimmy who?
but
Jimmy Walker.
In that offense, man, Jimmy finna be like, slow down, Reese. Slow down.
he just need to play every. Nah, he just gotta wait for the playoffs to come. The regular season, they'll be all right. He just gotta coast through it.
He'll be like,
Y'all boys running.
running.
I need to get to my mid-range post. Y'all already done took a shot. The Clippers.
The Intuit Dome open, baby.
That's really what I'm.
That's the only reason I care about the Clippers this season.
We got to go to a Clippers game.
100%.
Yeah, that's literally what I put as the
100%.
new arena.
Yes, bro. It looks so great. I've
It
seen
do.
they did some concerts, so I've seen it from that aspect. But obviously, it's different when
I
you're
can't
doing
wait
a
to go
basketball
and have
game.
to pee.
Right.
Oh, it ain't no
But
wait.
yeah, no wait.
What if it's still a wait?
Damn.
If
That mean they doing damn good if they got that many people in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
That means Kawhi that much of a draw.
Yeah. Just
Is Kawhi?
That's
that
my
much-
excitement thing is that I guess,
Is Kawhi selling out seats still?
Is he gonna play? I feel like that's a legitimate question. You have to find out
they
before
probably
you
gonna
get
play
your
it
tickets.
strategically. They're not gonna release unless he's
No,
like, out extensively.
that's got to be the worst thing. I'm
Yes,
thinking
bro.
about what they did with the Pelicans and when they said Zion's gonna play and then they shut him
man,
down.
Yes, bro.
Oh, man.
But
They
so
got
people get
all
their
them
season tickets
people.
and everything like that. That's actually foul to do, like to your fans, bro.
that's got to be like against the law in a way. Gotta be.
Unless they can prove they literally didn't know.
Which, yeah.
You know, this where James Harden to be at his best. He got a bag of bones.
I'm kind of excited for a James Harden season. I can't lie.
Besides Kawhi, he got a bag of bones he got to carry. He still got to get to the playoffs.
Yeah. Do they?
And James
No.
Harden knows, yeah.
Well, I think their pick is involved with OKC's.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I remember I seen that LAC was like linked to that pick.
I can't wait to download the Intuit app and get my XP for cheering when we get to that game.
How does the app know if you're cheering?
I have
How
no
does that
idea.
level you up? Where does that XP go?
I have no idea.
I'll probably
My
like
dexterity
commissary.
go up.
Not
He gonna hit that
commissary.
2K thing
Not
where you rank up.
commissary.
What do you say?
Thomas?
Commissary?
What are you trying to say?
That
food.
the Clippers, rooting
Yeah,
for the
the
Clippers
food.
like being in jail.
No,
That's
just the
what he
food,
said.
Yeah, just a reward system to get food.
That's you download
But
the
why
app.
do you say commissary though?
I don't know.
You make concessions.
Concessions, yeah.
Oh,
Concessions.
wow.
He said, "Where y'all commissary at?" They like,
This nigga just got out.
I meant to say concessions.
How much time you do?
Put some on the books.
Next team we got the Pistons. They got JB, who actually is a guy who's probably actually excited to coach, and not Monty Williams. They had to literally pry Monty Williams out of taking a break from coaching in order to get him to come in. He got his bag, and then he left a year later.
I can't wait till the documentary drops on the biggest fleece in NBA history.
That's one. That's number
It's
one.
number one, bro.
It has to be. I can't think of a big one.
I don't want to coach your team.
Here's 80 million.
No, wasn't it 100?
Here's
It was
100 million. I guess I'll do it for 6 months very poorly.
I'll even lose 28 straight
Crazy.
games.
I will forever be known as the guy that coached the team to the worst losing streak ever.
That's crazy.
And I still am owed
Pedro.
$96 million.
Imagine being old Pedro could for all that money.
Oh, stop. Shout out to Grady Sizemore, though.
Shout out. One of my favorites.
I said spacing. Not a lot of spacing, but added spacing.
Tobias Harris spacing.
Tobias Harris spacing, which is an improvement over what the hell they had. Simone Fontecchio, I love his game.
Yes.
So
with the
him and
Jazz.
Tobias Harris together should be
But Will
nice.
Hardy know he know what he doing.
Can I clear something up?
Will Hardy know what he doing.
Because I was talking when we were doing whatever, and I mentioned Kay Cunningham and his lack of spacing. I mentioned Isaiah Stewart, and there was a guy in the comment section in all caps saying Isaiah Stewart shot whatever % from 3 on whatever attempts. That there's a difference between being respected as a shooter and being a good
He's
shooter.
wide open.
He's wide. He's not
He's
providing
wide open.
spacing.
He's
He
wide
hits some
open.
shots, but they're not. Other coaches are not saying we're guarding Isaiah Stewart.
Devin Booker.
Like come
Devin
on, y'all.
Booker. You can't talk basketball with everybody. I said that for years as a Knicks fan. Like even when RJ Barrett was a 40% shooter, teams wasn't like, oh my, hey, hug tight. We got to the playoffs and they was like, hey, if RJ beat us, then RJ beat us. But for the sake of conversation, let's go and let's see.
What his openness rate was?
Yes.
Isaiah.
Isaiah
It's-
Stewart.
Oh my God,
He's
It's
gonna be
it's
high.
gotta be
Because like if
A+,
I'm a
brother.
team and Kay Cunningham and Jalen Duren's running the pick and roll, I'm sending the help off Isaiah Stewart.
100% of the time. And if Isaiah Stewart hit 4 threes in the game, so be it. They're still down by 12.
Now the only thing is when it's Isaiah Stewart in that corner, it's also a man Thompson in the other corner too. So you got him over there.
Did y'all see the clip of Amen Thompson shooting now?
No,
No, I said I meant Asar Thompson. I'm sorry.
it's easy to get them confused. They literally look identical.
I'm gonna be honest with you boys. I didn't like what I was seeing.
Oh, like it wasn't a good shooting?
No, it
Oh.
looked so robotic that I'm kind of scared for him. Now in this open gym run, it was going in, so I guess that's all that matters.
What's twin?
He said, was it a man or Asar?
I'm in.
Oh, with the Rockets run,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just pass the phone. It's an 8-second clip. Just watch how he's and you tell me how you feel about the jump shot.
Oh, is there actually people defending him?
No,
Yeah.
no.
It
This
does.
is just open gym
Oh,
shooting.
It
okay.
does look very robotic.
It's
It literally does. Like it looks like, I mean, we joke about it, but it looks like a 2K release. It looks like he got.
But that might not be his real shot. It just means working on the form, the actual form of the
pray.
shot.
Oh Lord knows, I pray.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
that's gonna be his
yeah.
real
Now,
shot.
but what is worth? That looks better than what he was shooting in the regular season last year. So it's like,
No, yeah,
Yeah.
you could definitely tell that he's being coached and they're like working on form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fault, Joe.
It just didn't look natural.
it does not look natural.
Yeah, he's definitely working on his form, but it's going in. So,
Yeah.
who's the complaint? If it's going
Isaiah
in,
Stewart openness rating.
Watch it. What if it's an F?
9.
It's like he's shooting heavily contested the entire game.
Damn sure ain't that. What percentile do y'all think it's
89. I'm gonna go 89.
I would say 94.
97.
92.
92?
See, yeah,
That's really high, man.
he's open damn near all the time.
That's the.
And even with
If you
that,
over there, go ahead, just show a hand. Just show a hand
Just show a
at him.
little bit.
and even with
Yeah.
that, they still grading his shot making as a D. His overall perimeter shooting
That's
is an
terrible.
Damn.
Yeah, 'cause
Even when his
he hit a
percentages-
percentage that
because
was
they
okay,
know
but
basketball, B-ball index, they put into all of that into consideration. Your
Mhm.
shot making, it like that's why people need to like get the information from shit like that and not like just a basketball reference stat because they add the context.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he shot a decent percentage, but
Because
it's
it
like
definitely is going to be that
context.
one person that argue like, man, he's shooting the same percentage, quote, like Klay Thompson
yeah,
type thing.
right.
Like, yeah, man, what are you talking about? But come on now. We know who the better shooter.
Easily.
Not even
Uh,
close.
The Kings, DeMar DeRozan is an Iron Man. A team last year that dealt with injuries, they now brought in an All-NBA caliber player who, notorious throughout his career, damn near plays every game. And he's going to play a lot of minutes in a lot of those games, too, for you. And I just think down the stretch of games just gives De'Aaron Fox a different outlet and somebody else who can just handle the pressure of those late-game situations. And it's not all just on De'Aaron Fox.
I say the hype, man. That's to be excited about. I think everything kind of cooled down with the Kings. Everybody was looking at them. They was a sexy team. A lot comes with having the expectation. I think they kind of can be slept on, so to speak, now, and they can come in under the radar and remind people. I think it's better to be the hunter than the hunted, so to speak. And I think a lot of people.
Sometimes the hunter turns into the hunted.
He needed to get that off. You see the smile that was with
The
that?
smile, like literally. Okay, I agree.
For watching Natural Geographic channel. Too much. I got. They should be excited to watch Keon Ellis go through screens.
He is one of my favorite defenders to watch.
Yes.
He had the time.
Hey, shout out to Alabama. Keon Ellis was a sleeper for me. So was Herb Jones when they came into the league. They keep Kyra Lewis was.
I remember a game he kept trying. He was guarding Shea, and literally he couldn't. Every time he even touched Shea, whistle. He literally had to look at the ref and was like, "What can I do?"
Keon Ellis.
Yeah.
I remember my guard told Keon Ellis, set that screen.
Oh my
got
God,
froze.
bro, that was insane. That's something that you see like in a wreck.
Yeah. No, Keon Ellis is a really good defender. No surprise that when he was added to the lineup, their defensive numbers went up dramatically.
Kobe Jones. Remember that name? Kobe Jones.
The Kings, you just can't think, or you just can't help but wait to see what DeMar DeRozan does on this team.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the type to see him in a winning situation again. There's been a few down years with the Bulls ever since that exciting first half, but then after that, it's just been down.
You talking about the first half where Lonzo Ball was the best point guard in the league?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
As long as he knows.
Another microphone.
Yes, bro.
I'm telling y'all.
Yes, bro. They.
I'm telling y'all. I respect
There's
it, but
no way.
I be like, yo.
I understand having confidence in you, but like you looked around.
Wait, what? What did I miss?
Lonzo Ball said that he was the best point guard in the league.
That half of the year with the Bulls.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
It's
he
on his
did.
podcast.
Yes, he
No,
did.
I'm telling you, I
yes,
came in
no,
here with
no,
an
he did.
agenda
No,
about
he didn't.
players
No, he
having
didn't.
microphones
No, he
in
didn't.
front of
No.
them.
Yes, he
No,
did, KB.
I don't
Yes,
believe
he
none
did.
of that. I don't believe he said that, bro.
I promise you.
I'm not believing that shit. I'm not believing it. No.
Lonzo Ball said he felt like he was the best point guard in the league at one point. Like that's really what he said.
That high of riding that #1 seed got to be crazy.
Y'all know how we
You
sit
see what it
around-
got you saying, right?
We sit around and just be talking about our old. They probably was doing that on the Bulls. They probably was like, man, if I never got hurt, Debo, you wouldn't be leaving right now.
See, we might have
Dalen
a ring. We
Dalen
might
Terry-
have two.
Dalen Terry, you probably wouldn't even be on the team, young boy. You wouldn't even be on the team.
He'd be like,
man.
Debo, you would have got that 40M so easy, bro. They would have gave that shit to you.
Hey, Zach, you will be that dude right now. The Lakers would have got you, Zach. Yeah. Next team.
No, I want to see KB reaction to him hearing Lonzo say that.
Is it a clip?
He keeps having to rewind it.
Just go to the next thing. Go to the next
Yeah,
thing.
okay, I'll go to the next team. The next team we got is the Rockets that they second unit with Cam Whitmore and Reed Shepherd should be extremely exciting and very fun to watch.
Yeah, I put this as like the year of the young guys. Like last year they got their vets with Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks, and it was kind of like, let's try to get better. But they're young guys. They look really good, and they're ready to go. And I think they can still have a really good success, even if they kind of dim down some of the veteran minutes.
Yeah, I think the culture is actually shaping up. They kind of carving out the identity. I think this is the year I want to see the identity. I want to see who they think is their best player, who's going to be their go-to guy, and who they're going to run things through. I know we've had conversations about Sengun and Green and whatnot. I want to see them kind of establish who are their guys. Because right now it's just a bunch of young talent, but I kind of want to see guys break out into who they are and what they mean to this team. But I do think that the culture is shaping up. I'm super excited to continue to root for this Houston team.
By what metric could he believe that he was the best point guard in the league?
A little bit, probably just
Plus,
doing
minus.
probably doing everything.
Yeah.
He was scoring, he was shooting 40% from the three. Probably was averaging 7 to 8 assists, another 6 to 5 rebounds. Probably was averaging about 15 points, and then also was giving you really, really good defense. So he probably was just feeling like I'm a complete point
Like
guard.
the defense, if he said, I felt like I was the best defensive point guard in the league, wouldn't even be mad at him saying that.
Yeah.
And they were the 1 seed. So he probably, like Mike said, it was just off a high of being the lead guard, doing all of these different things to a team.
But could
was number
that could
one.
also probably be the Damian Lillard thing, like his motivation to get back to the court. Because when I was hooping, I thought I was the best in the world.
He also has the reason that, like, once he did go down, y'all started
was
really
been
y'all
ass
was
for 2
bad.
years.
Y'all was bad.
At least Dame at one point was like top 2, top 3 in
At
the
his
league.
position.
Like Lonzo has never been that.
Is
high.
Dame not that no more?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at one point it was Steph Curry, then Dame, and now it's
Steph Curry,
Shea,
Luka,
it's Luka, it's Steph,
Shea,
Damn.
Jalen Brunson is
yeah.
now.
Jalen Brunson. Like you can have
Who would you
at
take?
that
Dame
point in
or
time, it's not
Brunson?
really many conversations.
Right
for
now
them.
it's Brunson, but
Who would you take? I didn't say who was better. Who would you take?
what do you like all the time? Damian Lillard, but
Why he can't just answer my question?
I did answer the question.
You add in so many different things. Who would you take?
I
I
said-
didn't say all
You have
time.
one season to win a championship. Who's your point guard?
And it's in this year. Now we adding things that you wanted to add additives.
I'll take Damian Lillard.
I give my questions with no additives.
He gotta hesitate. I'm definitely taking Damian Lillard.
I'm taking
in that
Jalen
case.
Brunson. Stop playing with me, boy.
Man, Damian Lillard one of the best shooters of all time.
He is. I'm
Especially-
just
and I can-
arguing, just to argue.
Yeah.
Put the right team around him. I ain't got nobody like Giannis to take the ball out of his hands.
Well, apparently it's.
Oh hell no! Wait, what? Who are you having?
Wait, what?
Who are you having?
He's
Some good role players.
Dame and good role players to win a championship, and not Dame and Giannis.
Not just Giannis, but
you're
to
right.
take the ball
Take
out
the
of his
ball.
hand.
Like
That
Giannis
means
has had the most efficient 30-point
he
season.
think Giannis should be over there.
I was gonna say, I think Giannis about to have an MVP season.
Me too.
Can I ask you what's the perfect role players for that lineup? Don't think about contracts or nothing. Just the
So
perfect
probably
five.
the two, I would probably go like a Jalen Brown.
That's a role player. He was the Finals MVP.
No, he isn't a prototypical role player.
He's
but
not.
like,
He's not a real.
I think it's fair
He's
to
a-
give him at least one more star.
yeah.
At
But
least
I'm saying
one
like,
more.
Okay, yeah,
but I'm
I'm
saying
sorry.
like,
I think it's
but I'm
fair.
saying like compared to Giannis,
I
like
won't
Giannis
cut you
has.
off. I won't cut you
Yeah,
off. Keep going.
Keep
I'm not
Jalen
saying
Brown. You
Jalen
got
Brown.
Jalen Brown as the
No,
two.
It's like a
we're
leg-
cutting him off.
Let
like
him
he said
finish.
this.
I'm not saying Jalen Brown's like specifically like.
I get what you mean, but Mike had to clarify and say give you another give you another star.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're
keep
not
going.
calling Jalen Brown on this team.
But
a
you don't
role
think
player.
the fit of Dame and Giannis is better than the fit of Jalen Brunson or Jalen Brown?
I don't finish before.
Can I create the
Yeah,
ultimate
I'm sorry.
roster
Do you think? Do you think?
to let Dame cook?
Let him cook.
So we got Dame at the 1, JB at the 2, right? Then we're gonna go with a guy like OG at the 3.
You do have to put in contracts. I'm sorry, because
Yeah.
he's just going to.
No, I want him to keep going.
At the 4, we can supplement for a nice guy like a Tobias Harris, right there at the 4.
You
or
was
Aaron
fucking
Gordon.
cooking. You
or
was
Aaron
cooking.
Gordon.
You was cooking. Yeah, go Aaron Gordon,
Those
man.
two dudes are like.
Yeah, they are.
I was thinking more so
and
of
with your
Tobias
history,
spacing.
you taking
spacing.
Tobias Harris is crazy.
I was thinking more so for Tobias Harris's shooting, but then I considered Aaron Gordon as
with
well.
the Tobias Harris shit. Knock it the fuck off and get a 4, right? Please. You were cooking, Darrick.
I'll go Aaron Gordon.
You were cooking.
And
Now,
then
who's
at
your
the
5,
5, we're gonna go with I'm trying to look.
Because right now
Like
I'm sending 2 at Dame every time he touches the ball. Because you don't have shooting.
How come I don't?
You don't have shooting that we feel like we should
Jalen Brown,
really
OG
trust.
Anunoby, very solid shooters. I mean, what you mean?
Who's your 5 man?
At the 5,
Oh man, my damn neck.
I'm considering I can't go too heavy. But yeah, Miles Turner probably fits that.
I kind of like that team.
It's a good.
It's
Is
all
that
like
a championship
top,
team?
It's all like top of the line role players too.
It's hard to say as a championship team because we ain't seen. I hate to say this, we ain't really seen Dame. You know what I'm saying? I think us 3 could put together a better team. I think you rush.
I would take Giannis. That would be my first thing I'd do. I will take.
Well, I
one of
wasn't
the-
trying to give him another top 10 player.
But no,
Oh, so you
but
gave me
we all
11?
started.
Hey, who's the 11?
the fucking Finals MVP.
Jalen Brown's 11th in the league?
Bro, but he's the top player in the league.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
just not
Oh.
literally.
But
I
the
don't
only
have a-
reason we're doing this because you said to get Giannis off the team.
You said role players, so I'm thinking you're gonna go with Derrick Whites and not
That's what I
Jalen
thought
Brown.
he was doing,
no.
yeah.
I was just saying like a high usage guy like a Giannis.
Jalen Brown has a high usage.
But not like Giannis.
I mean, of course, he's
that's,
sharing.
that's
how
the
much of a
context.
difference do you think it is?
Probably a lot because Jalen Brown plays with Jason Tatum and.
Wait.
Well,
I'm going to look it up. I don't know. I'm
Jalen,
genuinely
I also
asking.
feel like
either.
Giannis probably passes the ball more than Jalen Brown too.
He's way. Okay. 28.3
That's for
versus
Jalen?
yeah, 33.
No.
It's 5% difference. 98th percentile versus 100th percentile.
oh, okay.
It's not that big of a gap.
Is
So yeah.
Jason Tatum up? Can
No,
you look
hold
at
up.
Jason Tatum
Yeah.
though?
Now wait. Now I want you to redo that, but I want you to actually get role players. Nobody that's a 90 in 2K should be
31.
on this team.
Nobody that's the 90.
I'm
2K
going
just
up.
handed
I'm
out
going
90s.
off what you said. And when we went over the 90s for 2K, you keep saying it. You couldn't tell me a name that you didn't think could be justified to not be a 90.
Okay, so now we're going Dame at the 1.
See, now you the people that make me mad about 2K criticism because it's like they have too many 90s. Who shouldn't be a 90? Nobody. All of them are 90s.
Is Anthony Davis a 90? I don't know. I don't have.
I would say hell yeah.
I haven't looked at the ratings. Yes. I didn't know.
I feel like that's a given.
So we're gonna go Dame at the 1, obviously. Bam isn't a 90, I'm guessing. Bam at the 5.
I think he actually is a 90.
No, he got to be. He better be like 88.
I thought I would just look.
I can look it up.
Actually, no. I think he is an 88. He is an 88.
I'm gonna go Jaren.
No, he's not a 90.
I'm gonna go Jaren Jackson at the 4. Mikal Bridges at the 3. And then at the 2, trying to think of somebody that Drew Holiday at the 2.
He went from clamping Dame up to being his running mate.
I like that team.
Gotta take his kryptonite away from him.
I like this team.
Okay.
You got the best role fucking players. You got the borderline, but I agree. I like that team. Bam, Jaren, Mikal, Drew, Dame. I like that team better than the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Jaylen Brown helped that first team a lot.
He did, but I think this team is just like got everything. Got defense, shooting. You got somebody like Drew Holiday that can put Dame a little bit off the ball. You got the versatility of Bam, the rim protection of Jaren. I like that team.
Yeah. Eventually, that team's nice. Mikal, Jaren, and Mikal.
Your first team not bad either, but I just think that team fit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we have any other teams?
Yeah, hold on.
Because
I'm trying to scan QR codes apparently.
Wait, what you doing?
The QR codes, the QR code thing was on. The Jazz. 1 more year closer to John Collins' contract being over.
Damn.
That's
what?
Brandon Ingram being on the team. That's what you should look forward to.
Taylor Hendricks. I think they got some young guys. I want to expect some things from Taylor Hendricks in year 2. I liked what he gave them defensively last year in his rookie year.
Now I think it came out yesterday. Walker Kessler is a piece that they don't consider for the future, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, we seen that when they was making him available in trade talks.
That's why I was saying Brandon Ingram.
I wouldn't mind Walker Kessler with the Pelicans.
Way better than Daniel Tice.
So, yeah.
Year 2, Keontae.
But they have so many threes in Utah.
Yes, they do. And they should be trying to be bad. They should try to be bad.
So,
they should try to be bad?
Yes. This
is
top of the draft.
Being good. A false.
I saw a picture of all of their young players, though. There's some exciting players over there between Keontae and Taylor Hendricks.
I feel like if Laurie's playing
Sensabaugh
at the level he has played at the year previous to last year, I mean, they're going to be a good team.
Cody Williams.
What's your definition of good?
Huh?
What's your definition of good?
They were going to be one of those sneaky playing teams.
Would you take them or the Rockets?
The Rockets, yeah.
Everybody can't be good.
The Warriors, yeah. Just
you think
star power.
That run that they had where they were like whatever seed they were, they actually were a decent team.
Yeah. We always get that random bad team that's really good at the beginning of the season.
It's usually them. The last 2 years has been them.
Yeah.
They kind of stretched it outside of the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they did. Next thing we got, the Magic. For me, this is maybe more so like a hot take too. Ooh. That Paolo's jump and Franz's found shooting will make them a top 15 offense in the league.
Sheesh. That is a hot take because, like I've mentioned before, they don't do offense in Orlando, and they haven't done offense in Orlando in a very long time. Since basically a championship run, which they were more a defensive-oriented team then too. That's a hot take for sure. I would be surprised.
And then with the addition of KCP, maybe you also see another jump from Jalen Suggs too. Like I think there's a lot of things there. Obviously, all has to work out perfectly. That's why I consider it a hot take.
Right,
I don't think Franz found shooting is too much far-fetched. I think he can find it. And I think Paolo is definitely going to make an offensive leap next season. So
another one.
Yeah, another one.
Cali voice.
So I think all that coming in together, adding in KCP shooting, you could definitely get them into a top 15 offense.
I would be excited that we have an identity. I think their team has kind of formed. We kind of know what we're getting from the Orlando Magic. This is kind of hopeful what you're saying, and that would be the best case scenario. But even if they don't get those things, I think you still can get a grimy, gritty, out-the-mud defensive team who is going to find a ways to always be in games because they have a stingy defense and because they have a Paolo Banchero. At any given night, they can beat any given team, and that's going to put them in the playoff conversation for the foreseeable future. for the Orlando Magic, that should be exciting coming off of the Victor Oladipo not being what they wanted, and then Aaron Gordon kind of being better as a rope. They kind of was missing and was just getting to the playoffs to get that first-round exit behind a Vucevic nice little, 5-game playoff run against the Raptors type shit.
Shout out to DJ Augustine.
DJ Augustine, yeah.
Next thing we got Hornets. They get to see what Josh Green is made of. I think this is going to be a great.
That's their biggest excitement shit.
Well, no, because look, this is where I was going with.
Okay.
They get to see what Josh Green is made of. Now you have another great piece. Now you have LaMelo, Josh Green, Brandon Miller.
Josh Green is a great piece.
Depending on how he's playing. I think he can come in and be that nice 2-guard.
He could be a very good role player.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
I don't even think he started on this team.
I think he is. I think their starting line is going to be LaMelo, Josh Green, Brandon Miller,
Miles
Bridges, and then one of the
Mark
centers.
Williams.
Mark Williams.
I think that makes sense for the defensive aspect and have Trey Man come off the bench. My thing is, so they did that. We mentioned it before. They did that green room video, the all access video.
Yeah.
That made me believe that they're competently ran and have a competent coach for the first time in some
Charles
time. So that's why I think they should just be excited that it feels as though you got people calling shots that know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That is good.
I just hope we can get a good year of LaMelo on the court, especially with Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
B.
I
Mills
think we
is
might
really
see
nice, man.
some Brandon Miller at the 2. I would think that they might start somebody like Cody Martin or something.
At the 3.
Just defensive. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Next thing we got is the Hornets. Oh, no, we just did.
I do like the Hornets team. I'm not saying they're going to be good, but I do like how this kind of.
Same.
Atlanta, that they finally get Trae Young as like the full driver of the engine. Like, he's literally going to be like the guy now instead of him playing next to DeJounte. And now you got him pretty much surrounded.
Derek, what you be talking about?
What?
DeJounte played next to him. This has always been Trae Young's team since he literally got.
No,
I was going to say, there was a time before DeJounte, too, when
Yeah.
it was
He
just
said
Trae Young.
finally get the keys. He
No,
said,
not finally, but like, he's no longer playing next to another guy who wants the ball.
he's no longer playing with the guy. DeJounte was playing next to Trae Young.
They were still playing with each other.
They were. Oh, pause. I get what you mean. I'm just being an asshole.
They going back to like the less is more theory was like,
Yeah.
we're okay with not having that other guy. We'll take Trae Young and let him run all the offense.
Yeah, I like a Jalen Johnson, Trae Young led team personally. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Don't know how good to project it, but I like it. I'm buying into another jump from Jalen Johnson too, to be like a young star.
Yeah, be excited for Jalen Johnson. That's what I have.
We got a few more. Scoot, for me, Portland, Scoot cannot be any worse than what he was last year.
Damn. I mean, those
Hey,
last
bro.
10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games were good, but like he really
Miss
had
me with last 10 games.
he had a very rough rookie season.
You want to know why?
Because the point guard
He doesn't look like a basketball player.
His swag is
His
definitely.
swag is so negative, bro. It
His-
makes no sense
he
to
got
me.
They was
Big
on
ass
his
fro
ass.
like it's the 70s.
He was at-
long ass socks.
Now goggles.
Oh my god.
Goggles be swaggy when you.
They was
You gotta-
taking
you
photos
can do
at the
it right,
Summer
man.
League, and he was sitting on the sidelines watching the
Badass
Blazers.
Pumas.
And they was like, why the hell isn't he out there on the team playing
Yes,
with
that
the
was
Summer
another
League?
Yes.
thing. Go hoop, bro.
It was actually weird not seeing him with somebody.
Brandon Miller played at least a game.
Yeah.
Jabari Smith Jr. played a game last year. One game, hit a game winner. They was like, that's enough, brother. He could have got us one game.
Cam Whitmore and Reed Shepard.
Just
well,
one
Reed
game.
Shepard was a rookie, but Cam
Yeah.
Whitmore went out there. And Cam Whitmore won Summer League MVP last year. He didn't have to be out there this year.
Just one game is all he was asking for. Now, he did get injured last year when he played. Maybe that's in the back of his mind. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
He was like a late scratch to a game and then didn't play the rest of that.
I got his first field goal.
Because when we supposed
on
to get,
camera.
was he supposed to play against Vic?
What
Was
is
that the
it? What
game?
is
I
it?
think
A
he
mid
did play
range?
against Vic that game. And then
Okay.
left in like the third quarter or something.
It was a mid range.
Yeah.
And it would look nice, bro.
Yeah.
That
It
was a bucket,
Feed,
bro.
stop on the down.
Bucket.
Shaden Sharp plays last year, but I think he should have played too because I get the direction and what they're going to prioritize,
Yeah.
but talent for talent, player for player, based off, and again, it was early, Anthony Simon still exists. So it ain't like a given that it's just like here. I mean, that's obviously what Portland wants, but hey, man,
Well, I want them to just start all of the young guys, personally.
So you
All
said
at
start all
once.
3 guards?
No. Not Anthony Simons. He objectively deserves to start. But I'm just saying, in my mind,
Scoot, Shaden.
give me Donovan at the 5 man,
Yeah.
give me Denny, and I
Jeremy
guess
Grant.
give me Jeremy Grant. That's what I want. I mean, maybe they don't start. I want to see that lineup though. I want to see all the young
Imagine
dudes
a
together.
disgruntled Aiden.
Gives a fuck.
It's not like they paid him that money.
Right. I mean, but they still are.
They are,
paying him.
but they didn't give him that contract, so it's not like they had that like obligation that this is our guy.
Hey, a package of Anthony Simons and Aiden going to one team would be it. That'd do something.
Bring C.J. McCollum back.
What? Yeah, I wonder what team would take that package.
The Lakers would try to definitely get involved with that.
You know they
yeah.
is.
Move AD
What-
back over.
But they really want Jeremy Grant.
They do, but if they could,
All three of them. Welcome to L.A.
look, he just shook his head
Let
like,
me draw
yeah.
the trade up.
We finna get on Fansport and cook up the trade.
What other team?
like-
we
I
got?
don't even
Bro,
know if
how
they got
much
the
money is
yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a lot of
no,
money.
That's a
too much
crazy.
That's
amount of
already
money.
30
That's too
M's from
much money.
Jeremy, 25 from Anthony,
And
and,
then I
then that's
think
another
30
30 from Aiden.
Yeah.
You got to turn off salary cap. You good? You got to throw Braun in the trade.
Memphis.
No,
Memphis, yeah. Everybody back. That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
John Morant.
I think that's probably the easiest team to be excited for is for Memphis.
And then the last one I got is the Wizards. That pretty much Jordan Poole is. It was rough, but he can't. Like it's similar to what I said about Scoot.
They may
Can't
have a
be-
politician
it
on
can't
their
be any
team.
worse.
Every time I look up,
Kuzma,
Kyle Kuzma is just,
Tweeting about something.
he's a politician, man.
He always put LOL at the end, though. Don't
Always.
Yeah.
forget. Don't take me serious because I put LOL at the end.
Yeah.
Sit down, man.
What was the team before that?
Memphis.
Memphis.
I said to everybody back.
That's
I said that too. Somehow Memphis is not in my notes at all. How did I skip? Oh, they are. They are.
I was
They
saying
are.
they so forgotten about.
No, I got that they have not just them coming back, but they have the depth of like Vince Williams Jr. is
Yeah.
now a role player again,
Yeah.
like a
Gigi
real role
Jackson.
player.
And
Gigi
Gigi
Jackson.
Jackson, yeah.
So they have everybody back, which means that their depth is better, other than the center position. And then the last team you said was who?
The Wizards.
The Wizards. AAU basketball, baby.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Everything is wrong with AAU basketball.
But it's
Hey, not when you're trying to get the first overall pick.
Valanciunas finna be the starting or the leading scorer for
Is
this
he
team.
last until next season on that team, or is he immediately traded in February?
And they said they view him as like a tradable asset.
right? $10 million
But what
a
team?
year.
I felt like the Pelicans would have traded him if teams
Well, they already had,
looked
bro.
at him as a value.
But you know,
valuable asset.
he's gonna go here and play like a much bigger role now.
Him and
he's-
Sarp on the front court together.
So like his value, you might be able to
But
get
we
2
know what
seconds.
that, bro. He
But again,
had.
for $10 million, you can trade for him and him be the eighth man in your
I
rotation.
was like, we seen him have 20 points in the first quarter, and they still got blown out by OKC.
And he got benched. He got
yeah,
benched,
that
bro.
shit did not mean nothing.
He was a guy that LeBron was willing to take a pay cut for.
And that I didn't. When I read that, I didn't know if I could get behind that for Jonas Valanciunas.
I was actually surprised that was on LeBron's list of players that he would take a pay cut
Because it was
for.
like it was Klay Thompson, blank, blank, blank.
He said,
That was
man,
Valanciunas.
he said, man, we just need some.
No, he called AD and was like, "What bigs would you like to play with?"
Either that or he was watching the playoffs against the Thunder and was like,
That one game.
All I gotta
I
do is
can-
drop it down to him.
I can unlock
AD
this on
will
a
clean it
consistent
right up
basis.
if he miss.
Clean it right up if he misses.
The
Crazy.
spacing is disgusting.
Clean it right up if he misses. Insane. Come on now.
Oh my God.
Come
yeah,
on now.
that is insane.
Come on, man. What are we doing, y'all?
You know what I
That's
meant.
crazy.
He missed a layup. He gonna clean it up.
He had 19 points in 20 minutes and didn't play in the second half.
Somebody said in the
That's like that is ridiculous.
somebody
bro.
said in the comments they still waiting on our football episode.
But
It's-
I've also
it's the
seen people in the
offseason, boy.
comments say don't talk football no more.
Not to us.
Yeah, I've
We can
seen-
have a football corner.
I talk football.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. The
I'm
football.
not finna
I
talk
know,
X
yeah,
and the nose.
yeah.
But I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
People not coming to us
What did
thinking
we
we
say?
about to put
That would make
together.
somebody say don't talk football.
I don't remember. Well, a few times we have, and some people will be like, "Y'all definitely shouldn't talk football."
I like content where people are out of their realm of comfort.
I do too.
I do too.
You're getting like
Personally.
a whole different like side.
You know,
of
we
it.
was thinking about starting a football podcast, and they was telling me
Cool.
Hurlins and Smalls.
Do it.
Not that they were they. I was in Discord and they were like, "We filming tomorrow." Smalls was like, "All right, what's the name of our show? What's the name of the show?"
He
Fourth
said,
and long.
he said, I don't know every team in like their division, whatever. He's like, I can't name all the division and what the teams they are, but if you tell me one team, then I know the rest of the teams in that division.
I kind of feel the same way about the NBA.
I feel the way about the NFL too. I be having a hard time with AFC, NFC, but you're right. If you tell me the Dolphins, I know Bills, Patriots. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me the Bears, I know who in a division.
Well, football is the content you want to be in, honestly. If you're going to do a podcast, football podcasts are top of charts all season long.
Yeah.
All season long.
All season long.
Oh wow.
But you got to know what the fuck
I
you're
feel
talking
like
about.
also a reason for that is that football fantasy is so much bigger than basketball
100%.
fantasy.
Way much.
So like, there's always people talking about.
That's my type.
Why we ain't doing one of them
I'm consuming
things
right now.
for the draft or of our fantasy draft? Where they be having the challenges you could do? You ain't never seen that on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We should
Bill
have done
Yates
one of
just
that.
he just messed his shoulder up doing that.
Damn.
Right now, the top podcasts in sports right now, just this moment,
Shaden Sharp still.
fantasy
Shaden
footballers,
Sharp don't have one.
fantasy
Shaden Sharp
focus.
does
I mean,
not have.
Shannon Sharp.
Gotcha.
Shannon
Talk about
Sharp.
some shade and sharp.
Of the top 5, I ain't got to read them all. Of the top 5 podcasts right now in sports, 4 of them are fantasy football related, and of the top 10, 8 of them. Everybody's consuming the content right now.
Okay.
They eat
And some of these dudes will
especially
stay.
especially right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantasy footballers is always in the top 10. Even in the offseason, they're in the top 10. Matthew Berry, I think there's a new show for him, but his name is always towards the top of the charts when it comes to this. So some of these are staples,
All right, fellas.
but also some of these guys are here for the time being. You saw that Cole Kmet has a podcast now?
No, what?
Cole Kmet. I
I
listened to
think
the first
that's just
episode.
gonna be the
at the
thing
driving
now.
range.
Like, if you're in the league, no matter which one, like you're probably looking to do that. It's just such a normal thing now.
It was kind of cool though because the whole not the whole episode, but a lot of the episodes him talking about Hard Knocks.
Okay.
Which is like it's like an after show to Hard Knocks
yeah.
in a way, and I thought that was interesting, that perspective. Even though he hasn't played a huge role in it so far, he did have one moment where he threw the first pitch out. Then he also had they advertised
For the
DJ
Cubs or White
Moore,
Sox?
Cubs, of course.
Okay.
DJ Moore is on the podcast. DJ Moore was there for 4 minutes. He had a 4-minute segment on the podcast, but they advertised it like he's our special guest.
Did he talk about anything?
He talked about his contract extension, and then this was right after game 1 of the preseason. So they talked about that a little bit, and then he was out.
I'm excited for what I've seen from Cody Williams. Cody Williams is
Cody Williams?
Caleb Williams.
Come on, bro.
I
His
keep-
name is
I'm getting
out of there right now.
2 and 3 minutes is crazy, by the way.
I'm getting NBA players
And football, that's
football
second time,
players
yeah.
mixed up. But
I'm excited for it too.
yeah, he's looked so exciting. Like his movement in the pocket, the pass and accuracy is there.
I don't care that he went 3 and out 100 times.
Yeah, no.
He's gonna have some highlight plays here or there, and I'm excited for that part.
Yeah, it's definitely you definitely see the potential just oozing.
I'm more excited for the defense though. Again,
Yeah,
it's
defense has
preseason,
looked exciting,
so I
too.
don't know what
Yeah.
to get. But I've watched every preseason game. The defense been on lock. And now the first team's only played, I think, 2 of the games.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, damn, they get it to the QB.
They had a pick 6
They
yesterday.
had a pick 6. He had 2 picks in the first half. That
You know
kid.
that's the Bears' way.
Yes.
Defense
I mean, that's
only.
when the only good teams I know in my
Yes,
life are defensive-oriented Bears
Yeah.
team.
And then the offense just get it. They just get it
Get
when
it
they
done.
can.
Just
Yeah.
Bro, I
Just get what you
promise
can.
you, we had games. We had like last year we had pick 6s, but no like actual touchdown scored.
Yeah.
No, that when you the Peanut Tillman days, where
The tip drill.
the defense would score more points than the offense.
Yeah.
A lot
Man,
of
stop
nights.
playing there. They don't know nothing about Peanut Tillman now. Lance Briggs and
Yes,
Erlac
Jennings.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
come on now. That
Woo-wee.
team used to really just put up points just off just
Yes, they did.
fumbles.
Chris Conti.
Oh,
Remember him, the
yeah.
white
Yes,
safety, one of the last white DBs in the league. Come on, man.
Man.
He used to
Man.
be. I don't know if he was nice. I just remember he was white, and it's just rare that you had a white DB.
At my party from when the Bears had their first home game and I got my party, you got to wear a Bears.
I don't know
a
if I'm gonna
Bears,
make it.
Jersey.
My dad is doing.
Oh,
you know.
he coming too, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
My pops loved him some Bears. So he get week 1.
Oh yeah.
I remember
I'm
when,
getting,
And he bet on the grill than you too. So that's
I'm
another
getting
reason.
real
I remember
comfortable
when
at
Walt
your crib.
found out the Bears lost that one day.
Yeah.
I'm getting real comfortable at your
Shout out
crib.
to Walter Johnson, man.
I bought I bought 2 Bears blankets.
I bought one of them Bears hats that's like a bear and it's like eating you. So I'm gonna wear that.
Oh, okay. I want for Christmas. Somebody bought me a Bears hat that I could put the Bears,
Oh,
the Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Homer, man. Excited for football season, man. I've never been this
super
excited.
excited.
And I think
this
part
might
of
be
that's
my-
because of the fantasy.
Yes.
I really want to go to a Bears game. Like I'm literally looking. Really want to go. Maybe not opening day.
Opening day is crazy. I looked at the
prices
tickets
are crazy.
yesterday. Ridiculous.
Just
bro.
to get in the door,
What's
you
the
spending $500.
estimate?
To get in the door is $5, and to get good tickets, we talking $900
Yeah.
to $1,000.
Yes.
Get your bag up.
500 to send the nosebleeds sound crazy.
That's why you got to just.
If you got
get the
your
real
grind,
seats.
if you got your grind
'Cause-
up, you'll be able to do it. If
'cause
you
like-
if you dove into Twitch for 1 month, you would have been able to just spend your Twitch check on it. But when the last time you streamed?
That's true.
I'm literally just talking. He said that's true.
Yeah.
I'm just talking.
Yeah, no. If you want to send front row 50-yard line, $1,600 a ticket.
Why
That's
would I
great.
do that at a Bears game?
It's Caleb Williams' debut.
Front row seems extreme at a football game.
And aren't they playing the Titans the first game?
Yes, they are.
Tony Pollard, baby. Will Levis. Shout out to G.
Are we a, 9-win team, 10-win team this year? 12-win team,
12.
15-win team, 100-win
12
team?
Can we beat Green Bay
Speaking into
finally?
existence.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes.
I think they can get us double-digit win. Let's get to 10. I think 9 is more likely. But
Oh,
let's
no.
get to
I'm
10.
going 11.
You
11
got
and
10
I
7.
don't
10 and
complain.
7?
I will not
11 and
complain.
7?
11 and 7.
They don't have a tough schedule, too. I kind of like the way the NFL does the scheduling stuff. If you were bad,
You get an easy schedule.
you get an easier schedule. And
but
we
that
were
also
bad.
make it hard to gauge some teams when it come playoff time.
I can see that.
Because some teams they really may take that jump, but then they come playoff time, they get their ass spanked.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
Who was the one guy? Everybody named one guy they're targeting for the draft.
No, I have no problem, but you were saying something and you didn't want to say the name,
I
which,
know.
and that pissed me off.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, I don't.
Because Mike has a pick right before and after me, and sometimes. So I don't want to say. And not saying that you're the type of dude to do that. But I don't want to say it and then boom.
I got
Now fourth
everybody
round, my
I'm
pick is gone.
targeting is on my phone. So if somebody say somebody, and we got the same guy, then we just got the same guy. But if you say somebody, it's not gonna be nobody. And I'm feeling like, oh shit, hold
Yeah,
up.
he might be right about that one.
Yeah,
What I
nah,
will
that
say
dude
is that the second overall pick is available for trade. I just need your first and your third.
Nobody's
No.
doing that.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
No, not
yeah,
at
that
all.
means
Maybe not
I
to
had to
y'all.
pick up someone off the waiver.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Maybe not to y'all.
And it's not like Tyreek Hill getting 100 of damn
Tyreek
games.
Hill is not gonna be there.
At 2? I'm saying at 2.
Tyreek.
Do you think Kyron
should
taking
take him at
Tyreek?
1. I told Kyron.
The only reason I think he
to
could
take him
take
at
him
1.
is because that's a very recognizable name for Tim. He better have heard Tyreek Hill before.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if he didn't take CMC first. That's
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Because he had
I'm
asked
surprised
me,
too.
and at first I told him CMC, but then I told him, hey, don't do it. Just take Tyreek Hill.
Why not CMC?
I don't want to give away all of my thinking, but
Oh,
It's hard for a running back to replicate being RB1 2 years in a row.
because of the workload.
the workload was so much for him too.
True.
But I mean, it's not impossible.
Yeah,
How old is
if
he?
it's
How old
anybody
is
that can do it,
It's
it's
CMC.
How
him.
old is he? Like,
he's probably
28, 29?
29.
oh damn, he's that old?
Yeah,
Oh,
he ain't coming to league with 49ers.
And if he don't take CMC
He's
first, I got to
28.
rethink everything.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping he takes CMC 1,
I think
what's considered old for a running back?
like 29.
Oh, so he's at that.
you gotta think they getting hit all the time, bro. They not
It
lasting
might
that
even
long.
be
I'd be
younger
so
than that,
pissed.
honestly.
But some running backs like Marshawn Lynch played for a while, doing the same stuff he always did.
Even right now, Derrick Henry's still going at 30
Yeah.
something.
Was Marshawn Lynch ever running
Frank
back
Gore.
1?
That boy, I think he like 40.
Yeah, he was running back 1 when they went
Frank
to the
Gore-
Super Bowl.
No, you're talking about fantasy.
Oh, my bad. I thought he was
Did
saying.
you ever think that Marshawn Lynch was the fucking starting running back?
Frank Gore
My
is
bad.
definitely 41 right now.
His son is playing college football. Frank Gore Jr.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is he good?
Yeah, he good. Yeah.
Okay.
Saquon Barkley was RB1 in 2018.
Frank Gore retired when he was
That's the thing.
39 years
The,
old.
the fantasy people
Yes, bro.
the fantasy people I was following, or I'm following, they was putting the list of like the year after being running back 1, and it's just not good.
Oh.
It's Saquon, it's Jonathan Taylor. Remember Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan
the
Taylor
next
was like,
year,
yeah.
Mason took him number 1. Well,
Yes.
it went to me, but Mason was late, so we had to trade, and I had got CMC. And it ended up being a blessing because Jonathan Taylor struggled. So it's just showing like just those type of things. But again, as the thing with fantasy, we can look into that, and CMC might just say, nah, I'm with the 49ers.
I'm praying that he takes CMC. But then that's making me, because he listens to these episodes at work. Now we putting it in his mind that he shouldn't take CMC.
No, he shouldn't.
You got 3?
Yeah.
So if both of those top receivers are off the board at 3, you taking CMC at 3,
Yeah.
At 3, you have no choice.
right?
Yeah.
At 3, you have no choice.
That's why I feel like my pick kind of falls into my hand.
Who are you
or
targeting,
falls
though?
into my lap.
Like if you had your pick of the list,
He
who would you
said
take?
he's targeting Tyreek Hill.
Probably CD.
CD. Who you targeting at 8? You the lowest out of all of us.
I don't have nobody right now.
For real?
Yeah.
No, you ain't in the finals.
Yeah.
But
I got my shit mapped out.
I'm about to start doing my
I
own.
got best case scenario, worst case scenario, and what I want.
I'm definitely about to hit up YouTube and look up fantasy.
because I got a strategy that's
finna
if
add to
I
them,
get
totals
the
they
wide
got.
receiver I want. If
That's
I
why
don't
you
get the
gotta
wide
make
receiver I
two.
want,
You gotta
then
make
yeah.
it 2 escape routes.
I'm
I
about-
got it if I take.
Now that I know that he might not take CMC or there's speculation, I'm gonna have to put together a fake CMC thing
Might go Justin Jefferson if he's there.
at 8. He might be there.
He might be there.
Yeah,
In
he might
our
be there.
league, he might be.
Yeah.
He might be. I wouldn't put my money on it. That would be that would be my best case scenario.
Yeah, best case. Definitely.
I've been doing a lot of mocks too.
The thing about a guy like him too is just his name carries weight. So even if somebody is in a league who don't like, I did like 12 mocks too. Even if somebody in the league don't know football like that, they know the name Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
So like if Caleb or Kyron was in front of you, I could see somebody like that just be, oh, the Jefferson dude good. Let me just take him.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't give Kyron no benefit of the doubt when it comes to knowing stuff like that. Like ever since he had that one thing he was playing, what was it like? The show or something. And we was talking about shortstop, and he did not know where shortstop was on the
He didn't
field.
even know
It'd be little
Griffey.
stuff
He didn't know
like
who Ken
that.
Griffey
The
Jr.
Griffey,
was.
he was like,
He
oh,
knew
that's
the
who the
shoe,
Griffey
but
shoe?
not the person. That's crazy to me.
He said, "Oh, he got the Griffey's on. Who that is right there?"
I'm trying
And
to
it was
think.
Ken Griffey himself. Oh, that's so crazy, bro.
Y'all peeped that our league is not gonna have defense or kicker.
For real?
It didn't.
Look at your thing.
No
you
way,
did your
right?
mock- definitely
When you
was.
did your mock draft, what defense did you pick?
Or whatever was there in the last round.
There was no defense.
Man, my mocks it was.
In my mock, there is no defense. Look at your
Wow.
Look at your breakdown of your roster.
It just gives us extra utility.
No,
There is no defense. There is no kicker.
Wow.
that makes no sense to me.
That's
What is our
crazy.
commissioner doing? At least supplement that with a second flex.
True.
Or make it a super flex. We
No,
can have
I
two
like the
QBs.
defense thing.
When you
'Cause
go to your team,
Yeah, I'm
and
seeing
you break
right
it
now.
down: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex, and then it's just your bench.
Then
I
our
like
bench
the
got
defense
1, 2,
because
3, 4, 5,
defense
6, 7, 8,
sometimes
9.
won you a game.
Yeah, I had Dallas.
Yeah,
They
Dallas
won me.
was-
They won me
yeah.
a bit.
I feel like it's the funnest part because that's the thing that you probably drop it and try
Yes,
to pick
you can
up.
literally
Is that in
interchange
the
it every
kicker?
week.
Well,
Yeah.
now that
We was in a league full of goofies. I had Dallas. They had a bye, and I picked up the Browns, who was the next best defense. I'm like, well, what are y'all doing in this league?
Yeah.
So yeah, all of my mock drafts.
I did these mock. You did them on Sleeper?
Yeah.
I did them too, and I just drafted because that was just normal. You normally have a kicker and you normally have a defense.
I've been.
And having a good kicker sometimes can save you too.
What I love about the mock draft is like what you said. It ain't always the consensus. So like one of my mock drafts, Tyreek Hill went 1.
Yes, yeah.
Another one of my mock drafts, CD went 1. And then the last mock draft I did, I think CMC went 1. No, Tyreek Hill went 1 again. So Tyreek Hill is going 1 a lot in these mocks.
I just can't wait for the boys to get together.
No, that's the fun
That's
part
gonna be
about it.
that's the best part. That's
John
the best
said he's
part.
gonna be the.
That's the best part.
Good.
He got to make that. Bro, I couldn't make that drive all the time.
It's only an hour and a half.
I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was like two a little bit over
it's
2.
an hour and a half.
An hour and a half or so. We should go to the range after because I want to see John swing.
Y'all want to go to Top Golf?
He said
So far.
it is
Where's
far
it?
as
Oh.
hell.
From Mike's crib?
It's so far. That's why we used to do the podcast. That's so
I know.
far.
Is that far from you?
I don't even know. No, it's not far from me.
Really?
Boy, I gotta look at where it is
That
again.
is far. Because think about that.
Maybe our definitions of far is
Think
just
about where
different.
he lived. You get to
I think it's-
75th, and you got to go all the way down still.
I think it's about 25 minutes.
Oh, it says 20 minutes. That's
20
actually
minutes,
not
yeah.
as bad as I thought.
Oh, yeah. 20
What
minutes.
city it start with that y'all looking at?
Here. That's all you need to see. And I just put it from whatever.
Oh no, they didn't fall.
I thought it was further.
Man, that just feel far in my brain. It might say 20 minutes right now because it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
But we doing it what, Saturday? Well, the draft is at 6:30.
Yes, that's Sunday. What was it, Saturday?
Saturday at 6:30.
Can
Oh,
we just
Saturday
go?
is 6:30?
Can we just go there and go to where we usually go to that for the simulator? The simulator is like a bar atmosphere.
Oh,
It's the same type of atmosphere.
We can go to the
It's
simulator.
way more. You know what I'm saying? You can actually bring your clubs.
Yeah. But Mike wants to actually host it. Or you mean after?
No, it's my after.
yeah.
How long
And
is how long is the draft?
I want to go to his house and do the draft.
Yeah.
I'm saying instead of going to Top Golf, we can go to the
To the other place.
simulator that's
Yeah.
closer. And Top Golf don't always have my clubs. They don't. We went last time in Vegas. They didn't have lefties.
Oh, they
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
I'm surprised.
Or they
Man,
didn't. They
that-
never brought
they
them.
never
They
brought
never
them.
brought them. They never
That
brought 'em.
Top Golf was too damn big not to have some lefty clubs. They got a
They
pool.
never brought them. I ain't
They
gonna say they
just
don't
never
have
They
them.
brought
got.
for some
I'm
reason.
gonna say they got a pool in the back.
Me and KB doing a mock
Arcade
draft.
in
Y'all
there.
ain't join.
See, they took Tyreek Hill first. So I'm like, All right, let's try it.
I didn't even know y'all sent this.
Should we restart?
Yeah, restart.
All right, we appreciate y'all watching and listening to this episode of Numbers on the Board. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like. Next time I think that the draft is like tomorrow. Never mind. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all soon.
Yeah, the draft is next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Which I'm happy about because that's when my dog get to take that cone off her head. Is this draft that you sending got the defense?
I have no idea.
All right, man. We out, baby.
Man, if you don't cut this podcast.